And a good Friday evening, everybody. Thank you for tuning in here once again back at Dicknall Field in Rock Rapids for the district opener between Central Lyon George Little Rock and Boyden-Hull Rock Valley. The Nighthawks of Boyden-Hull Rock Valley coming down from Class 3A into Class 2A this year, and now a District 1 opponent of the Lions. Man, there have been some rivalries over the years between these two schools. We have seen some fantastic games here and there through the playoffs, all sorts of fun, and it has been a very good rivalry. It's been great to be a part of it, and it's great to have them back in Class 2A District 1. It's one of those teams that we have missed. We like playing teams that are close to us. We don't like having to drive an hour plus to go to games. We like the fact that Class 2A District 1 is very well represented here in Northwest Iowa, and they are very well indicative of that. So glad to have them back into the district race, and with that district race, that means it's all important time. We made it through the non-district play. The Lions come into tonight 0-3 on the season. Those are all preseason games. They don't matter. We got them out of the way. They are gone. The real season starts tonight. Boyden-Hull Rock Valley comes in tonight 2-1 on the season. They picked up a big win last Friday night over OAB CIG. Got a big game in their belt there, and a lot of momentum for this Nighthawk squad as they come into the district opener here tonight. As we said, with this district opener, this is when it starts to count. Who's going to be your 4 representatives out of the district that head to the playoffs? Who will be your top seeds? That all starts counting with tonight's ball game here tonight. So talking to both the coaches earlier in the week, Coach Jamie Rosenboom from Boyden-Hull Rock Valley and Coach Curtis Even, both of them discuss how we are 0-0, and this is when the season really starts here tonight, and both teams need to be focused heading into this game. They know it's going to be a tough one. They each have things to work on, and a lot of improvement that has happened throughout non-district play, and now they want to hopefully have all the pieces put together and ready to go for tonight's action. Also here in Rock Rapids at Dicknall Field, it is homecoming. So we welcome in the extra guests that are back for homecoming. It was a fun week. Lots of cool stuff. I hope you had a chance to follow Central Lyon on their Facebook page, on their Twitter. Lots of fun posts from the dress-up days throughout the week. Lots of cool things going on, and a lot of great events still to come. Here tonight at intermission or at halftime, we will have some band. We'll have the music from the band. They'll come out onto the field. They'll present some stuff. We'll also have those Hall of Fame inductees here tonight, and a lot of fun yet to happen with this homecoming celebration. And talking to Coach Curtis Eben, it's the same story. We talked about it way back in the day with Coach Toby Lorenzen too. Homecoming is fun, and homecoming is great, and it's an all-week-long affair. But it's just not as much fun if you don't win that Friday night football game. So that is the focus here tonight, is to get off the ball and win this game here for the Lions on homecoming versus Boyden-Hull Rock Valley. Big thank you to all of our sponsors that make our coverage possible. They include Frontier Bank, Pizza Ranch, Premier Bank, Avera Medical Group, DeNoble Austin and Company PC, Hilltop Coffee, Murphy Family Dentistry, Papik Motors, Pepsi-Cola Bottling Company, Sanford Health, and Seaport of Foltz Insurance and Real Estate. Those great sponsors make our coverage possible here tonight and throughout the entire school year. They make sure that you have coverage of Central Lyon activities here on our Lions Broadcast Network. So we thank you for tuning in here tonight. My name is Joel Viss. I will take you through tonight's action, and we hope you enjoy what you get to see. Lions and Nighthawks prepping up and ready to go for the district opener here in Rock Rapids. A little bit cool outside. We've had some spells of rain throughout the day, so the grass is a little bit wet. We'll see if that plays a factor into how the night plays out throughout the night. When we come back, we're going to talk with Coach Curtis Eben about his Lions squad and what he expects to see for this homecoming matchup. But up next, when we return, we'll get together with the head coach of the Nighthawks, Jamie Rosenboom, when we return to Lion football here on the Central Lyon Broadcast Network.
Frontier Bank is my financial teammate for my college career and beyond.
Frontier Bank's mobile app allows me to deposit checks, check my finances, and just really check my account anytime I need to.
You know all the people here. You see them around in the community all the time, and it's just nice to have someone that you can call up whenever you need.
Frontier Bank is my financial teammate for the long run.
Here at Pizza Ranch, we always want to give you more variety. That's why we developed Buffet Your Way. Order your favorite pizza for the buffet and we'll bake it and make sure you get the first slice. Like thin crust prairie, pepperoni and green olives on stuffed crust, stampede, buffalo chicken with jalapenos. You name it, we make it. Oh, Carl, I wasn't actually ordering. No, Carl, don't be like that. Come back, we'll eat them.
Pizza Ranch, everyone's favorite buffet.
Keep them coming, Carl.
And welcome back to the pregame show. It's time to talk Boyden-Hull Rock Valley football with the head coach of the Nighthawks, Jamie Rosenboom. Coach, first of all, thanks for joining us here this week.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks for having me.
Coach, let's talk about your football team so far this season. Let's talk about non-district play, the preseason part of high school football, those first 3 weeks. 2-1 in that record of those 3 games. A really nice win last week. Tell us about your season so far getting started.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, non-district play. The whole intention of it is to really find who you are going into district play, and the hope is you gain confidence going into it as well. And we check those boxes in non-district play. We played 3 tough teams, 3 ranked opponents, and we scrimmaged West Lyon before that there too. And the intention with that was we wanted to really find out who you are. I mean, you don't learn without making mistakes. You really don't. You can't grow that way. So if you play, teams that aren't very challenging, you don't learn much about yourself other than you're just better. So these first 3 games, we got exactly what we wanted out of them. But the fact of the matter is, at this point in time, we're 0-0, just like everybody else going into district play, because there's no playoff implications in Class 2A, which was different than what we were at the past couple of years in 3A. But yeah, I'm really proud of our team for how we came out this season. We've been 1-8 the past couple of years. We haven't had a lot of success, but our kids have stayed so sound to our culture and to each other, and their work ethic has been unmatched throughout all of it. And in my mind, that says so much about them as human beings, that even though we've lost a lot of games in the past couple of years, they've stayed laser focused. And what a great lesson in life, that you don't just get things that you want, you got to go earn it. And our kids are doing that right now, but we kind of start all over again, being 0-0, like we said before, and going into district play.
Well, you alluded to it a little bit there, the move from Class 3A down to Class 2A. What do you see as some of the big differences in dropping down from 3A to 2A, between opponent-wise or just the way the season rolls through?
Yeah, first of all, in 3A, there's 4 non-district games, which just seems like such a drag. That it's really hard to continue to get up for those games, type of a deal. But the biggest thing I've noticed so far is the kids that we played within Class 2A. The kids. We play each other in the Lyon Conference. We've participated against them in other sports since grade school, and there's a little bit more, I guess, human faces that is put into the competition, that brings a little more school spirit, that brings a little bit more, I guess, interesting confidence that goes into games. But that's been the biggest thing I've noticed going into it. Our district has been absolutely phenomenal the past couple of years in 3A, and we feel like we're as battle tested as anybody. We've seen the amount of 3, 4, 5-star type of athletes the past couple of years that we've seen everything. But it's prepared us for what we're going to see now. Our district is ridiculous there too. There's so many good players and coaches across the board here, but yeah, the biggest difference is we know the kids, and that brings a lot of excitement and joy.
Well, let's talk about your first District 1 matchup here right away. You're going to go on the road to Central Lyon George Little Rock. What do you see from Coach Eben and his Lion squad for the early part of the season?
Well, you have a team that fully embodies the character of their coaches. Like they're a bunch of tough dudes across the board, and they're physical and they play hard, and they've played 3 ridiculously tough teams to start the year. We talked about, for non-district play, you want to find out where you're at. Well, they've done that. Their coaches are that good that they're going to fix any mistakes that were made going into our game, it's a tough first game. It really is, and their coaches are masterminds at telling these kids that they're 0-0 just like we are. The non-district record is irrelevant at this point in time, and they're going to be as motivated as any other team in the state to win this game. So. What I see from them is a lot of great athletes. They return a lot of skills. They were preseason ranked 1 for a reason. I keep telling our kids the simple fact that you can't look at their record. You can't do it. That's a trap. That's a trap. That's a trap, because they're every bit as good of the ranking that they deserve, that they got at the beginning of the year. Every bit as good as that. So it's going to be a battle. It's going to be an absolute battle going into week 1 of district play.
Well, as you got a chance to look at the tape, you've gotten a chance to see what the Lions are going to bring to the table. What are some things that you guys are going to do possibly where you might be able to find an edge?
The biggest thing that we're going to have to do is we're going to have to block and tackle. Like it's as simple as that. Block and tackle and protect the ball. We've seen in the past couple of weeks the differences between when we turn the ball over and when we don't turn the ball over. Against Boju, we had 6 turnovers. And the other 2 games combined, we had 1. That's 2 victories compared to 1, and it's as simple as that. So we need to honor the ball. We need to create takeaways as well and get to the ball in the defensive end. But looking at what they do some tough stuff on both ends of the ball, some really tough stuff. They're well coached. They've run the same system for years now, and their kids are confident in it, and they're going to be ready to play. So as far as what we're going to attack, it's just fundamental football is what it's going to have to be.
Well, when you go on the road, especially when you get into district play, we've talked about how now the games start to count. Like I said, it's a road game. It's a tough game inside of your district. You got to be prepared. You got to be ready. What are some of the little things that you feel that your team needs to make sure that they take care of for you to come into Rock Rapids and come away with a win?
The number one thing I need our kids to understand is we can't lose sight of what's got us to this point. The work that our kids have put in, the edge, the chip that's been on our shoulder has to stay there, even more now than when it's ever been. Coming off of a huge victory against an awesome team last week in BCIG, we very well should be happy about it. We should be that, but we can't be satisfied with where we're at right now, because truly, like we said, it doesn't matter anymore. It does not matter. We have to push forward and fix the things that we still need to fix, and really play into the things that we believe that we're good at as well. So to say that we can't be satisfied has to be the number one thing.
Well, Coach, we appreciate you taking some time with us here this week, and we wish you the best of luck.
Thank you so much.
That is the head coach of the Boyden-Hull Rock Valley Nighthawks, Jamie Rosenboom. We'll be back with more of the pregame show when we return.
Premier Bank has always understood the value of family. We recognize that as your family grows, your banking needs change, and we're here to help you each step of the way. We'll create a customized plan for easier and better banking and support you in making the most of every dollar, today and always. Visit premierbank.bank or stop by to partner with a bank who's ready to grow with you.
.62, Coach, 62. First down. We're doing this so that the kids can continue to play. Like we used to enjoy playing when I was in high school. I understand how fun it was, and I want that same fun to be had by the kids now. So that's why we need more officials to keep these games going on.
And we'll welcome you back to the pregame show. It's time to talk Central Lyon, George Little Rock Lions football with the head coach of the Lions, Curtis Seaman. Coach, thanks for joining us again.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Coach, let's start things off. Preseason is done. Non-district play is done. We've gone through those games. Tell us the progress that our team has made. That is the ultimate goal with non-district play and non-season, is to make progress from week 1 through week 3 and get ready for this one in district play. So how have we done in that progress and progression so far?
Yeah, you got to look at some positives. Even right now our record isn't showing that. But, I really felt the last couple of weeks our guys have progressed, and, especially in the physicality aspect of the game. I mean, they playing teams like West Lyon and Spirit Lake the last couple of weeks, you have no choice but to get more physical. There was a lot of different looks, a lot of different formations. Heavy, West Lyon was a little bit more heavy run. Spirit Lake was a little bit more spread out, but they still ran the ball. And so you start settling in defensively, offensively, you start seeing different things. So again, for the progression standpoint, our kids understanding it, we definitely have made some steps toward that progression, and that's ultimately what the non-district games are for.
Well, in non-district, we're 0-3. You talked about the record isn't that great, and sometimes mentality gets in the way of that. Yeah, you're 0-3, but the good part is once we hit district play here, everybody's 0-0, and it's a fresh start, and now your playoff counting, that's when it kicks in. So how do you reinvent the mentality of this team to get them ready and make sure they're focused for tonight?
Yeah, exactly. We got, like you said, it's a new season right now. It's a 0-0. We got to look at our district, and just every game is going to be a big game for us moving forward. And so, our guys understand that. We've had a really good week of practice. Our guys have communicated really well throughout. Just to getting the different looks, and so. Anytime you have a good week of practice, that sets you up. Going into the night, you can see that progression from this week of practice and into the game. So we're excited about that, and our guys are. Our mentality's there. I mean, they understand it. They see where their mistakes been had, and they're working hard to try to fix those.
Well, let's talk about tonight's opponent, a team we haven't played in a few years, Boyden-Hull Rock Valley. They've been up in 3A, finally back down in 2A. What do we see, a new coach over there, and Coach Rosenboom? What do we see from him, and what do they bring to the table?
Yeah, again, they definitely are just, they're kind of like what they were before in their old game. On offense, they like to move and shift around. They'll try to align just to get numbers and stack where they need to, just to try to outnumber you to get to the edge. Their quarterback is an extremely good player, moves around really well, runs their offense extremely well. They had a big win last week, so momentum-wise, they're coming off of a big win. Up front there, they do things pretty well, and so again, matchup-wise, we're excited about the matchup and see how things line up.
Last week against Spirit Lake, we saw our offense start to develop a little bit more. We moved the ball. We didn't score, but we were still able to put some yards up. We were able to get some things going in the right direction. How does our offense look going into this week? What are some things where we can keep growing in that aspect?
Yeah, absolutely. I thought last week, again, like you said, we established some things, and then at times, we'd get 7 yards, but maybe on first down we didn't get enough yards, and we get 7 yards on second down, we'd come up short on third down. So again, we just got to put some drives together and sustain those drives until we get points on the board. That's the other aspect of it. So all week, like I said, we've had a good week of practice. Our guys understand that. Our running backs are hitting the hole hard. Our receivers are hitting their landmarks where they need to be. We haven't really added a lot, added a couple things here and there, but for the most part, we haven't added a ton. And so our guys are really just doing the little things better than we've done week to week. So again, it's nothing. I always say it's not really about them. It's as much about us. If we can do the little things better that we know how to do, and we know how to play football, that's ultimately what we have to do, and that the wins and losses will take care of themselves. So we just got to do little things better this week and seeing that progression go through the game.
Well, a few times throughout this season, we've seen a few of our players go down in non-district play. Now we get into district play where things have counted. We talk about that. How are the injuries shaping up? Are our guys getting healthy, and are they getting back into the mold?
Yeah, Brady Kirch will be back this week in the secondary. That's a big a kid that has a lot of game experience back in the secondary. Gavin Bruns is still out, still recovering from concussions. We'll see. Hopefully he can keep progressing the right direction. And then Logan Koob is still fighting the back. He's kind of slowly starting to get. Hopefully in the next couple weeks here he can start doing some small movement stuff. We're hurting a little bit, but bruised up a little bit here and there. But for the most part, everybody else will be playing. So, we're fighting some sickness right now with some guys being sick too. So, hopefully, all those little things when the game time starts can be put to the side and play football.
We talked a little bit earlier about the focus and mentality getting ready for a game like this. Then we throw on the fact that it's homecoming. There's lots of distractions throughout the week. There's a lot of fun going on this week, and the kids are busy. They're involved, and which is awesome that our kids are so involved in the homecoming process. But how does that affect us going into the game?
Yeah, like I said, homecoming's a special event for all high school kids, and they should enjoy it and enjoy that time in their life and the atmosphere with their friends. There's no doubt, but ultimately, homecoming can be a lot more fun if you go out and win a game on Friday night. So, our guys know that. We talked about it all week, and embrace the moment, but at the same time, we got to be focused Friday when we hit that field tonight and walk out there. So, I really feel like our guys done a nice job with that. So, I really, when the game starts at 7, the ball is kicked off, I think that atmosphere will kind of change our kids into being that competitive group of guys that we know who they are. So I'm excited for that. Like I said, it's a fun week, but ultimately Friday night at 7:00 we got to switch that mindset.
Well, when 7 o'clock comes tonight and the kickoff goes out there, Coach, what are the things that we got to make sure we do to take a win away from the Nighthawks?
I think like you said earlier, we got to sustain our drives, finish with points on the board. We feel like we've really done a nice job of progressing on that, but now we got to get points on the board. Defensively, we just got to get lined up right, recognize what they're trying to accomplish on the offensive side, get lined up, tackle better than we've tackled. We haven't tackled the best this year, and so we really need to keep improving on that as we go throughout the week. Yeah, but it comes down to we got to eliminate the big plays. Like last week, we gave up 2 big plays in the first half, and we found ourselves down 14-0. So just settle the big plays in, establish some drives, and take care of the little things.
Well, Coach, we appreciate your time every week, and wish you the best of luck at homecoming.
All right, thanks, Joel. Thanks for having me.
That is the head coach of the Central Lyon George Little Rock Lions, Curtis Sieben. We'll be back with more of the pregame show when we return.
Here's to welcoming moments, big and small. At Avera, our nationally recognized health system will be right here with you, with care and coverage. Partner with Avera for more hellos, more hugs, more memories. We'll move you forward through sickness and health, and every milestone in between. Hello possibility, hello healthy, hello life. Avera, moving health forward.
DeNoble Austin & Company PC, certified public accountants, offers a variety of services including payroll, auditing, sales tax, financial statement preparation, and of course, income taxes. Whether you're a farmer, small or large business owner, or just require some assistance with your personal finances, DeNoble Austin & Company PC can save you time and peace of mind with the skills you need and the service you expect. Located in Rock Rapids and Laverne.
On top of a hill in the heart of our little town, there's a place where the coffee's always hot and the smells are even warmer. At Hilltop, we brew more than just coffee. We brew connection, comfort, and community. Locally roasted, lovingly served, always welcoming. Come in, slow down, and stay a while. Hilltop, your coffee, your community.
Murphy Family Dentistry has been serving and supporting the Lions and all of Northwest Iowa for over 25 years. We are located in Rock Rapids just off Highway 75. Our friendly staff is ready to help cheer up your smile for another Lion victory. Call us today to schedule for all your dental needs or visit us online at www.josephmurphydental.com.
Hit one out of the park with a new or pre-owned vehicle from Papik Motors. With 3 convenient locations in Laverne, Rock Rapids, and Sibley, our team is ready to help with all of your automotive needs. Swing in today and let the hometown team be your dealer of choice. Or visit us online at papik.com.
Papik Motors makes it so easy.
A community is a place, but it's also a connection. It's where we all plant roots, raise our families, build our lives, and take care of each other. It's something we have in common, and it takes world-class care to keep communities like ours strong. We work together to live, to hope, to heal, because that's what neighbors do. Here for all, here for good. Sanford Health.
My name's Elin, and I like sports because I like watching them.
My name's Miles, and I just like the school in general because our teachers are nice and we get to do a lot of fun stuff.
Hi, my name's River, and I like the sports teams because my mom coaches the basketball team.
Super Defaults, local, true, insurance, real estate, all for you.
Welcome back, football fans. We welcome you back to Dicknall Field here in Rock Rapids as we have gone through the opening ceremonies. Both teams have taken the field. Right now, the homecoming court presenting the game ball to the team captains here tonight. Homecoming queen Cheyenne Struckman in her court, Danny Fulkins, Elsie Odekoven, Danica Hugendorn, and Molly Konieczny presenting it to the team captains for the Lions, and the ball will be given off to the officials, and we'll be ready for tonight's coin toss here tonight. As we said, congratulations to our homecoming court, homecoming king Liam Vandersea, and homecoming queen Cheyenne Struckman. You just heard the ladies of the court for the men, Zach Drent, Leo Groen, Monty Delfs, and Ethan Knobloch, your representatives on the homecoming court here this week for homecoming night here at Central Lyon George Little Rock. District opener between the Lions and Boyden-Hull Rock Valley. The Lions come into tonight 0-3 as they host the 2-1 Nighthawks of Boyden-Hull Rock Valley. Elsewhere around Class 2A District 1, Cherokee is at Unity Christian, while Sheldon is at Western Christian. Coming up next week, the Lions will hit the road to Cherokee. Boyden-Hull Rock Valley will be heading to Sheldon, and Unity will be at Western. But that is a week away. We're worried about tonight as the Nighthawks make their way out to midfield. Going to forego the formalities of the coin toss here. Going to move things right along. A little bit chilly out tonight here in Rock Rapids. We've had some rain throughout the day. Currently about 65 degrees. No breeze, no wind, so that will be helpful. But there has been some moisture. We'll see if that plays an effect on the game field and if that affects the football and the footing here tonight. Lions will be doing the kicking duties here to start the game, and they will kick off to Boyden-Hull Rock Valley. They're moving from right to left in your mind's eye or on your screen. Like I said, my name is Joel Viss. Welcome all of our Lion and Nighthawk fans cheering on your teams here tonight. We are so glad to be here on the Lions Broadcast Network. Jeff Tay Raymond has the ball teed up, ready to give the ball the boot. Back deep to return, Caden Van Scapen, as well as Colby Den Hartog, the deep men for the Nighthawks for the returning. Den Hartog has been the main man for the Nighthawks on returns. Jeff Day gives the ball a boot. A high end over end kick is going to go to Caden Van Scapen. He bobbles the kick. Lions swallow him up and eat him up right at the 11-yard line. And the Lions will jump on it here. They'll play on defense first here for the first time this year. They have lost every coin toss so far this year and have started on offense. Now they get to start on the defensive side of the ball. And they start things off on the right foot, pinning Boyden-Hull Rock Valley deep in their own territory for their opening drive here tonight. Nighthawks will come out and break the huddle. They are led by their quarterback, Caden Van Scapen. In the backfield, he is their leading rusher. He is the he is the leading passer. He does it all, and he'll be the focal point of this offense here tonight. First down, and he'll take it over the left side, and Van Scapen picks up 5, maybe 6 yards on first down. Does look like he brought it out across to the 17-yard line. Pickup of 6 on first down. That is how the Nighthawks roll. However, Caden Van Scapen rolls, that is how the Nighthawk offense is going to play here tonight. So the Lions need to be geared up and keyed up for this matchup. 3 wideouts to the right side, Twins to the top side. Man comes in motion. They're going to pass out of that over the left side. Soft coverage by the Lions. Easy completion there to Leighton Snoocher. And Snoocher takes it out across to the 21-yard line. Pickup of 4 yards. Well, out to the 26-yard line, I should say. So a 9-yard pickup on and a first down there for Leighton Snoocher. First down and 10 now for the Nighthawks. Twin receivers here to the bottom side, single man up top. He's got running backs in the backfield with him. Direct snap goes to the running back. Lions read it well. Going to get positive yards as Coulter Van Engdom takes it for 2 tough ones. And bring up second down and 8. In that one, Caden Van Scapen fakes as if the ball gets snapped over his head, trying to draw the attention of the defense. Lions defensive line, very aware of that play, knew what was coming, and able to get all over Van Engdom on it. Second down and 8 now. Ball at the 28-yard line for Boyden-Hull Rock Valley. Van Scapen once again over the left side. He'll carry across, be brought down after a couple yards, maybe 3. We'll set up third down at about 5. Van Scapen, nothing fancy about what he does. When he takes that ball, he just tucks it, direct snap, tries to follow his blockers, and tries to pick a hole. Just reading what the linemen are blocking for him in front, he tries to just find his spots and move forward. So third down and a long 4, short 5 here for the Nighthawks. Lions trying to get off the field. Van Scapen once again over the left side. He gets blown up, and he is very close to first down. Do believe he's got it. And they will move him out to about the 37-yard line, give him those 5 yards, and it is enough for a Nighthawk first down. Nighthawks, this drive started on their own 11-yard line. A long way to go, but very methodical so far, picking up a couple first downs. And a fresh set here for them as they break the huddle. Twin receivers go to the top side of your screen. Got a couple guys in tight. Running back in the backfield. Man in motion now left to right. Does go through the hands of your quarterback. And luckily caught by Coulter Van Engdom. And does end up getting a yard of forward progress. Nice job of being aware by him. High snap went through the hands of the quarterback. Van Engdom able to pull it off of Van Scapen's back and make something out of nothing. We'll bring up second down and 9 now. Ball at the 38-yard line of the Nighthawks. 8.5 to go here in quarter number 1. The opening drive here tonight on the opening night of District 1 play. Twin backs in the backfield here now for Van Scapen. Back to pass. Now he's going to have to roll out and run. He'll tuck as he makes it to the corner. Takes a lick on the sidelines. Picks up a good 6 yards, though, on the carry, though. Takes it out to the 45-yard line. They'll give him 7 if that's where they spot him. And he is down. And he's going to have to come out of the ball game. Took a pretty good hit there. Keegan Kruger chasing him, as well as Brady Kirch coming to meet him. Brady Kirch back into the lineup here tonight. Haven't seen him in a couple weeks, so it's good to have him back in the backfield for the Lion defense. So it'll be third down and 2. Nighthawks will have to bring in Cole Baumgars, normally a wide receiver, but he is going to come in at the quarterback spot unless Coach Rosenbaum chooses to call timeout, in which he'll allow Van Scapen to come back in. I do believe that is what they're going to go with. As the Coach Rosenbaum stands over there by the far side official, nobody looking to even call a play. They're going to run every second off the play clock here, and Coach Rosenbaum will burn that first timeout with 7:39 to go. All important there for Coach Rosenbaum using that timeout because he knows he needs to get Caden Van Scapen back into the football game. and have themselves a chance here on 3rd down and 2. Opening drive here tonight. 2-1 are the Nighthawks on the season. They're coming off a big win over OABCIG last Friday night. The Lions 0-3, looking for their first victory of the season here on homecoming in Rock Rapids. Nighthawks will take their time here very wisely. This will be questionable. Most guys would talk about, is it okay to burn one of your timeouts this early in the first quarter? But to get your star player and your main player back on the field, burning that timeout can choose to be very, very valuable. Clayton Juffer is going to come in at the quarterback spot, so they use the timeout, but not going to bring in Van Scapen. Clayton Juffer, the junior backup quarterback, in. He'll take the snap, back to pass, looking left side, and it's picked off over there on the corner. The Lions grab the snag, and they go the other direction. The Lions defense gets the stop they need as they jump the route. Jackson Poletsky read it well and jumped the route and got the pick. And the Lions will take over 1st down and 10 at the 46-yard line. 1st and 10, CLGLR. We saw the offense improve last week against Spirit Lake. Able to get some yards put together. Can they do it here and take advantage? Man in motion, that is Nate Robb from right to left. They'll hand off Michelet over the left side. He'll put the head down and carry it across the 45 to about the 43. And Michelet will start things off with a 3-yard pickup. Be 2nd down and 7 for the Lions here. Starting in plus territory. Can they take advantage of it? They did move the ball last week. Could not score with it, though. That has been the mantra here for the Lions. Can they put the points on the board? Back in the shotgun, they fake the hand. Jaden Dale's going to keep it himself. Couldn't get past the linebacker coming through and making the tackle, knocking him down for a loss of 1. Coulter Van Engdom in on the tackle there for the Nighthawks. 3rd down and about 8 now for the Lions. This is where they don't want to be in. This is what's got them in trouble. They get good yardage on 1st down, then they go backwards on 2nd down. Then they find themselves in 3rd down and long and can't get the chains to move to keep their drives alive. 4 wide here, Twins each way. On 3rd down. 3rd down and long. Dale back to pass, looking left side. Out in the flat and nearly is intercepted. Javen Van Grothes just about jumped the route and returned the favor for the Lions. And it'll be 4th down and 8, and it looks like Coach Eben will send on the punting unit. Had they gotten positive gain, made it 4th down and short, they might have gone for it, but with 4th down and 8 this close to near midfield, Lions are going to choose to punt. Jeff Tay back on to do the kicking duties, standing at his own 43-yard line. Gives the ball a boot, a sidewinder kick. Going to try and get it down inside the 5. Cash Sandbolt dives on it. And it looks like they have pinned the Nighthawks at the 1-yard line. Colby Den Hartog chose to let it bounce and roll, and Sandbolt got to it. So the Lions punt. Pins Boyden-Hull Rock Valley deep, man. You didn't think on the first drive they could start any worse. They start on their own 11, and now here they sit on their own 1-yard line. See if Caden Van Scapen can come back into the ball game here. Like I said, he took a lick on that first drive. Van Scapen is back into the game there, back at the quarterback spot. He's got twin receivers each way. Has Cale Weber in the backfield with him. He's going to go deep on the first play, looking over the top. Jackson Pilecki running right with him, and a late flag comes in. Going to call a defensive penalty against Jackson Pilecki. Pilecki looked like he was running step for step, had his hand in the air. We'll see if the officials maybe say he got a piece of him or got a hold on him. They are going to call pass interference on the Lions, and the Lions will give a bailout to Boyden-Hull Rock Valley on that one, as they'll be putting the ball on the 16-yard line and out of the shadows of their own end zone. Now the Nighthawks can go to work and open up their playbook a little bit more. They'll send trip receivers here to the right side. High snap for the quarterback. He'll take it over the left side, is wrapped up and brought down. Van Scapen, not much on that one. Might have got a yard as Wyatt Minter came up and made the tackle. Second down and 9, 5.5 to go here in quarter number 1. Both teams have had the ball. Both teams not able to amount for much. Nighthawks back in it. Empty backfield for the quarterback. He's got 3 receivers to the right side, a single man in tight to his left. He's going to fake to the right, comes back left on a quarterback counter. Picks up good yardage as he brings it just shy of the 25, so a pickup of about 7. Third down and short now for the Nighthawks. This is where they want to be. They feel that their quarterback, Caden Van Scapen, can get them the yards that they need if they can get in third down and 2, third down and 3 situations. So big third down here for the Lions. Can they get the stop and get the ball back? Trip receivers up to the top side. Van Scapen alone. He'll take it over the right side. Lions in pursuit. Nice job by Van Scapen to elude the defender and get forward for 3 yards and able to pick up a first down. Chain mover for the Nighthawks there as they move the ball ahead. First and 10 now for Boyden-Hull Rock Valley. They just keep moving the chains. Not a lot of yards at one given time. They just stay patient with the quarterback and continue to pick up first downs. Twins left, single man right this time. Man in motion here. They will hand off to the tailback this time. That is Van Engdom, and he is blown up immediately. Spins off and falls forward for a yard. And we'll set up second down and 9. This is where the Lions have struggled here so far tonight, is on second down. They've been able to get a good stop on first down. Second down's been pretty effective for Boyden-Hull Rock Valley. Gets them in that third and short situation. They don't like to throw the ball, so the Lions need to get them in that third and long. Van Scapen in the backfield with Van Engem. He's got twin receivers to the left, single man right. Now rolling around to the left side. Quarterback keeper right over the right side. Misses a few tackles. Now off to the races. Van Scapen, a big play as he crosses midfield and is brought down at the 41-yard line. 20-yard run for Caden Van Scapen, and just like that, he just picks his spots. And he'll move the chains. Nighthawks into Lion territory now at the 41 with 3 minutes to go here in quarter number 1. Van Scapen will come back to the huddle, comes over to the sidelines to get the play, then runs it back out there. Play clock running down. They're going to have to hustle on this one. 2 backs in tight. Now they send a man in motion. Couple guys in motion. And with the play clock winding down, the Nighthawks burn their second timeout here in the first half. We'll take one with them with 2:39 to go in the first quarter. We're all tied at 0. District opener for the Nighthawks and the Lions. You're watching CLGLR Lion football on the Central Lion Broadcast Network.
Frontier Bank is my financial teammate for my college career and beyond.
Frontier Bank's mobile app allows me to deposit checks, check my finances, and just really check my account anytime I need to.
You know all the people here. You see them around in the community all the time, and it's just nice to have someone that you can call up whenever you need.
Frontier Bank is my financial teammate for the long run.
Back in Rock Rapids at Dicknall Field, Joel Viss with you here tonight. District opener in Class 2A, District 1 play, Boyden-Hull Rock Valley at Central Lyon George Little Rock. 2:39 to go here in the first quarter, all tied at 0. Nighthawks putting a drive together that started on their own 1-yard line, now into Lyon territory. First and 10 here for the Nighthawks. Back to pass is Van Scapen. He'll get clobbered in the backfield as he heaves one over the top. The defender fell down, but it goes through the hands of the intended receiver, Leighton Snoocher. Sandbolt tripped. Their legs kind of got caught together. And Van Scapen put it right on the money. Snoocher just couldn't haul it in. Second down and 10, though, as the clock stops on the incompletion. Nighthawks on second down here. Twins left, single man to the right. Here comes Snoocher in motion from right to left. Quarterback keeper right over the left side. Carries it down to about the 35-yard line. Pick up a 5 or 6, depending on the spot. Nighthawks are winning the battle up front. They're getting a good push on that offensive line. They will put it at the 36-yard line, so pick up a 5. Clock on the move here once again. Third down and 5. Most likely 4-down territory for the Nighthawks unless something bad happens here on third down. Trips right, single man tight to the left. Van Scapen, he's going to run left. They're just trying to find his spot. Tiptoes around, makes a few guys miss. Very close to first down yardage. Looks like he's going to be about a yard short. It'll be 4th down and 1. So 4th down and 1, but most likely you're going to see the Nighthawks go for it. Lions are going to have to bring some kind of heat, get something in the backfield, bring some kind of disturbance. But right now the Nighthawk offensive line is getting the job done up front and giving Van Scapen plenty of room. Here's the power formation, power I up under center. They'll hand off right through the middle of the field. Hand off to the fullback. He's still on his feet as he carries it down inside the 25 to the 24. They turned a fullback dive into an 8-yard run. Caden Pickner, an 8-yard carry for the fullback. Fresh set of downs once again for the Nighthawks as they continue on this super long drive that started back at their own 1-yard line. Empty backfield once again, everybody in tight. They'll go jet sweep this time around the end. Lions pursue. They hit him in the backfield. There's a flag in the area of a hold. So we'll see. Cale Weber was the ball carrier. He's knocked back down at the 30. It's a 6-yard loss. We'll see if Curtis chooses to take the loss of down and yardage versus the 10 yards and leaving them with first down. And it looks like they are going to use the loss of down. So it'll be a 5-yard loss on the run as the Lions will decline the penalty. So the loss of down sets them up second down in about 15 or so. And we'll see if the Lion defense can get themselves out of it. They've got the Nighthawks behind the chains as we're closing in on the end of quarter number 1. Van Scapen's got his two running backs off to his right side. He will follow now, turn around, goes left. He's got trouble, fumble as the ball hits the turf. The Lions are on it, and turnover number 2 favors the Lions, and they pick it up at the 35-yard line. So a fumble by Van Scapen. Jeff Tay Raymond came through, got the hit, and knocked the ball free. And the Lions pounce on it. Talked to Coach Rosenboom in the pregame show. He talked about the turnover battle, and when the Nighthawks lose the turnover battle, that is when they struggle. He goes, in their 2 wins, they were really good at ball control and was very worried about that coming into tonight. So on first down, the Lions take over. Man in motion, that's Jeff Tay Raymond. He'll move on the jet sweep. He'll cut it across the field and does pick up some positive gain as he fights through a few tackles. Picks up 2, maybe 3 yards. Up to the 38, so Jeff Tay will grab 3, and that'll be an end of the first quarter of play. After one stanza, we are tied at 0 in the District 1 opener. You're watching Lion football on the Central Lyon Broadcast Network.
Here at Pizza Ranch, we always want to give you more variety. That's why we developed Buffet Your Way. Order your favorite pizza for the buffet and we'll bake it and make sure you get the first slice. Like thin crust prairie, pepperoni and green olives on stuffed crust, stampede, buffalo chicken with jalapenos. You name it, we make it. Oh, Carl, I wasn't actually ordering. No, Carl, don't be like that. Come back, we'll eat them.
Pizza Ranch, everyone's favorite buffet.
Keep them coming, Carl.
Premier Bank has always understood the value of family. We recognize that as your family grows, your banking needs change, and we're here to help you each step of the way. We'll create a customized plan for easier and better banking and support you in making the most of every dollar today and always. Visit premierbank.bank or stop by to partner with a bank who's ready to grow with you.
Back at Dicknall Field here in Rock Rapids for the start of quarter number 2. Central Lyon Georgia Little Rock back on offense here. They'll have second down and 7 after a costly fumble by the Nighthawks. They had a long drive going and got caught behind the chains, and then a fumble by the quarterback, Caden Van Scapen, gave the ball back to the Lions, and they move back on offense. So on the last play, we had a illegal block in the back, and we will start quarter number 2 with a penalty, so it'll be a replay. They have it at first down and 10. It should be probably first down and 20. Block in the back was on Nate Robb. And the officials are trying to figure out where to place this football. Right now they've got it on the 21. I think they need to move the chains. The ball was on the 35-yard line when we ran the play. So now they will bring it back here. A lot of confusion here. So a 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul will push the ball back to the 21. And it'll be first down and 24 now for Central Lyon George Little Rock. Coach Evans discussing the ball placement here, whether it should be at the 24. Quick pass over the left side. Bubble screen goes to Maxwell. He is swallowed up immediately and brought down for a gain of about 1. Coach even discussing why the ball was at the 21 versus the 25. But it was a spot foul is where they marked the ball from the penalty. Ball now at the 22-yard line, so it is second down and about 23. Lions got the turnover, but a costly penalty has them stuck behind the chains. Dale back to pass again. He's deciding to tuck and just pushes ahead. No gain for Dale on that one. He'll be knocked down. And it'll be third down and super long now for the Lions here in quarter number 2. Boyden-Hull Rock Valley going to make some mass substitutions here. They're going to put in the hands team, expecting the Lions to throw on this one. So on third down and 23, ball at the 22-yard line. 5 wide, empty backfield for Dale as he's back to pass. Going to heave one up over the top. He's got Peterson, makes the catch, and runs out of bounds right at the first down marker. If that's where they spot it, he's got it, and the Lions will move the chains. Egan Peterson makes the catch. Over the shoulder, Dale put it on the money. They have not signaled for the first down yet, but now they will, as the tip of the football is on the 45-yard line, and the Lions somehow bail themselves out. First down and 10, once again, Lions at the 45-yard line. Going a hard count here as they will shift Peterson from right to left. Handoff goes to Michelet Saddam right up the left side. He'll push the pile ahead to about the 50, give him the 49. A 6-yard gain for Michelet. Second down and 4 now for Central Lyon George Little Rock. Twin receivers go left. Single man, that's Jeff Day here on the bottom side of the screen. Dale in that shotgun with Michelet. Fake the hand, goes to the quarterback. He'll keep it, tucks in behind a few to find some blockers, and a flag will fly on the backside. A holding penalty will go against the Lions here. And another penalty will push the Lions back. Hard part about those is they're nowhere near affecting the play. So a holding penalty over the left side when the quarterback's running right, those are hard to swallow. So the ball will now be marched back to the 41-yard line. Lions back now at second down and 14. Had a nice play on first down, had short yardage. Now a penalty puts them back behind themselves, trying to dig themselves out of a hole once again. Twin receivers right, single man to the top side, that's Maxwell. Nate Robb goes in motion. They'll fake to him, hand off Michelet up the middle. Michelet's got a good burst, gets it out to the 49. He is about one broken tackle away from taking that to pay dirt. 8-yard pickup, though, from Michelet will set up third down and about 6. But here at midfield, Lions in a third down and long situation, trying to keep a drive alive. 9 minutes to go here in the first half. Nobody yet to score. Nighthawks, a couple turnovers have killed their drives. Lions are stricken with penalties. Handoff goes to Michelet once again, right up the middle of the field. Going to be about a yard or two short. We'll see who has the mark here. The near side official says the 41. The far side says the 42. And they will say the 42. Or the 47, I should say. My bad. 4-yard pickup will set up 4th down and 1, and the Lions are going to go for it. Power I formation here for the Lions. They go hard count, and they draw the Nighthawks off sides. Nighthawk defensive tackle knew it. He jumped, and you could see the frustration out there as he gave the Lions a free 1st down. So once again, the Lions able to get out of a penalty to keep their drive alive. Now can they finish it off? 1st and 10, CLGLR on their 42-yard line of Boyden-Hull Rock Valley. Lions break the huddle, and they will send twin receivers to the left side this time. Jeff Tay on the bottom side all alone. Back to pass is Dale. He's looking over the right. He's got some room now, flushed out of the pocket, and has to throw that one away. Jackson Piletsky made the catch here way off by the track. That's his 2nd catch of the night, technically, as he got an interception earlier. So an incomplete pass will set up 2nd down and 10. Clock will stop at 7:51 to go here in the first half. Lions will send those twin receivers top side. Jeff Tay to the bottom. Pistol formation this time as Dale stands in front of Michelet. Boyden-Hull Rock Valley showing some blitz here as they're playing the run heavy. Michelet does take it over the right side, gets positive gain as he crosses the 40 to the 38 and a pickup of 4. 3rd down and probably 6 or 7 here. Lions taking their time here as they work to get the play in. Same formation once again. Actually, this time they'll go more into a shotgun, and Michelet will stand to the right side of Jaden in the backfield. Peterson will shift right to left. Back to pass. Jaden's going to look out in the flat and undershoots Jeff Tay. Had plenty of time, had Jeff Tay open, just couldn't get him the ball. So an incomplete pass will set up 4th down, and it looks like the Lions will stay on the field here. Punted from this position in the first quarter and pinned the Nighthawks deep on the 1. Now they're going to choose to go for it inside the 40-yard line on 4th down and 6. 4 wide, twin receivers each way. Back to pass is Dale, looking over the left, and over short hops again. Had his man wide open was Maxwell, but could not deliver the football. So the incomplete pass and the turnover on downs gives the ball back to the Nighthawks. First down and 10, Boyden-Hull Rock Valley. This will be their first possession here in the second half. Had a nice one going before the fumble by Van Scapen in quarter 1. So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Nighthawks on their own 38-yard line. Nighthawks will send a single receiver each way. Got a up back and a halfback there. And we've got early whistles here by the officials. Encroachment on the defense. Jackson Piletsky was going to come up and jam on the wide receiver and ran into the neutral zone and got called for the 5-yard penalty. So a penalty against the Lions, a free 5 yards for the Nighthawks. Same set here as they shift with Weber from left to right. Quarterback keep over the middle of the field, slides through a few. Flags will fly. in the area of a hold, so do believe this is coming back. Van Scapen had 7. Officials have not been afraid to throw that hanky here tonight in the first game of district play. Holding against the offense will push the Nighthawks back across to the 32-yard line, or the 33, looks like they're going to put it down. First down and 15. Trips to the left side here. Single man way up top. They've got an up back in tight. Quarterback throws. Ball is tipped and still caught at the 40-yard line. Nice adjustment on the play there for the Nighthawks to make that catch. That was Devin Johnson. 7-yard pickup there as the ball was tipped in the air. And Johnson made a great play to come back on it. Seen that a couple times here out of Boyden-Hull Rock Valley. We saw Coulter Van Egnem take a high snap off the quarterback and turn it into positive. So second down and 8 here for the Nighthawks. Quarterback keeper over the left side. He's got a little bit of room. He is upended as he gets to the 44-yard line. Took a pretty good hit there from Brady Kirch, and Brady Kirch is coming off the field. Kirch had that bum shoulder there, has missed a little bit of time. Now coming up and lowers the boom, but pays the price for it. 4-yard pickup on the carry there for Van Scapen. Will set up third down and 4 here for the Nighthawks. Ball at their own 44-yard line. So big third down here for the Lions. Can they get off the field? Trips to the top side there. Single man in tight here to the left. Here comes Van Scapen over the left side. He's hit and dropped. Will push the pile ahead forward. Picks up a yard, but going to be 3 yards short of the first down, and the Nighthawks will be forced to punt this one away for the first time here tonight. The kicking unit will come out. Clayton Jeffer, the punter for Boyden-Hull Rock Valley. Jeff Day Raymond, the deep man here for the Lions. Jeffer will kick it off to the right side. Jeff Tay will let it go. It'll take a great bounce and roll inside the 5-yard line to the 3 and be covered up by the Nighthawks there. So the Nighthawk punter takes advantage and burns the Lions deep. With 4:28 to go here in the first half, no score yet, as both these teams playing back and forth with each other. Lions start on their own 3-yard line here on their next possession. A lot of substitutions here for the Nighthawks. Here comes a late man running in. We'll see what the Lions, if they can get to him. Handoff goes over the left side, and a flag flies against Boyden-Hull Rock Valley as a pickup of about 5 or 6. I do believe you're going to see too many men on the field for the Nighthawks, an illegal substitution. So the Lions will take the ball in the 6-yard carry. Second down and 4. They're going to wave off that flag. They're going to say that the Nighthawks were actually short numbers by that player not getting off the field. So second down and 3 or 4 here for the Lions. Handoff goes over the left side to Michelet. He is blown up, but spins off a couple and manages to make some positive yards. 2-yard pickup there for Michelet. Be 3rd down and 2 now for the Lions. Third down and 2. A first down here for the Lions would be huge. They'd be able to take a lot of time off the clock and not give it right back to the Nighthawks with a chance to score here before the half, as well as give them some more field possession. Quarterback keeper with Dale. He'll follow his blockers up the middle. Does have enough for the first down as he makes it to the 15. 4-yard pickup for Jaden Dale. 1st and 10 for CLGLR. Clock back on the move with 3:20 to go. Lions should be able to move this one down the field. This is where it would be nice for the Nighthawks to have a couple of those timeouts back so they could stop the ball and try and get another possession before the end of the half. But with only one there, it is going to be awfully hard to get the ball away from the Lions. Man in motion, that's Nate Robb left to right. Handoff goes to Michelet right side. Nighthawks are there. Blow him up in the backfield, bring him all the way back down to the 14, so they does fight back for a loss of 1. Second down and 11 for Central Lyon Georgia Little Rock. Coach Rosenbaum will obviously hold on to that final timeout until a 4th down situation where he could stop the ball or stop the clock to try and get the ball back. Second and 11 for the Lions on their own 14-yard line. Twin receivers left, single man to the right side. Fakes the hand there, now coming back. Dale has to duck a diving defender, takes off running, and is shoved out of bounds close to the 20-yard line, and that's where they will spot him out, so a 6-yard pickup on the scramble. But the clock does stop at 2:02, and we'll set up 3rd down and 5. Dale made a nice play there as the defensive end came across there and got in the air, able to duck underneath of it and get free. So 3rd and 5, twin receivers left, single man to the right. Dale in the shotgun looking back to pass. Now holds on to it, double clutches. Now he finds Maxwell. Maxwell, a great catch, carries it across, and a late flag is going to come in after the reception. And once again, a flag that has nothing to do with the play is going to cost the Lions. The catch was made, the first down was there, and a flag came in the backfield after the ball was free. Officials are discussing here. Been a lot of discussion with officials here tonight. And now they are going to bring the ball back, and this first down for the Lions is going to go for naught. They're going to call a block in the back against the offensive lineman, 10 yards behind where the pass was completed. Understandably, Coach Eben is not thrilled with that call, as the ball will now be pushed back from the original line of scrimmage. It'll be 3rd down and 15. This is a big break here for the Nighthawks as the Lions are caught behind the chains. And you got to expect Coach Rosenbaum, if they can get a stop here. Catch is made by Maxwell again, and a flag once again will come in the backfield, back at the 10-yard line after the play is over. So it's a gain of 7 initially. And it looks like we're going to come back here and mark this one off again. So half the distance to the goal this time on third down. We'll bring the ball back to the 5-yard line. So they'll say personal foul this time. Wasn't holding, a personal foul. Roughing on the Lions offensive line that time. So third down and forever on the 5-yard line for the Lions. Just trying to get to the end of the half. Back to pass again. Now Dale's just going to have to tuck and run. Does get himself forward. Carries it out to the 8-yard line. And now Boyden-Hull Valley will call that timeout. So with a couple penalties, the Lions able not to push us into halftime. Coach Rosenboom uses his final timeout with 1:12 to go, and he will get the ball back after a punt here will be coming from Jeffte. Coach Even is still frantic with the officiating crew here. Wanting some explanations on some of the play or some of the calls. Lions will come out in their punt formation. Jeffte Raymond will stand in his own end zone to give the ball a boot. Colby Den Hartog will stand at about midfield to try and receive this punt. Nighthawks will get really good starting field position out of this, or they should. And with a minute left on the clock, we'll have a few shots to move the ball down into scoring position. So good snap there to Jeffte. He gets it away. He bombs this one. Holy cow, that one's deep. Over the head, bounces at the 40-yard line, and the Lions will come and jump on it. Back at the 32. So a monster punt by Jeffte Raymond. Down at the 34 as it took a roll backwards. Still to come here at the half, we'll have the Central Lyon Marching Lions will come on for a performance from our band. We'll also have our Hall of Fame inductees. Scott Eben, Nate Herda, and our 2010 Girls State Track Championship team. All inducted into the Hall of Fame this week at Central Lyon. Nighthawks back on the field. 1:02 to go. Ball on their own 34-yard line. We'll see how aggressive they get with it. Van Scapen is going to roll out left side, dropping back to pass. He's being pursued, and now he's just going to throw it out into the cheap seats. Incomplete pass there. We'll stop the clock with 55 seconds, bring up second down and 10. So the Nighthawks are going to take a few attempts to push the ball down the field here in the final 55 seconds. Lions will play a little bit soft on the coverage. That's got to be careful, as Van Scapen very capable to take off and run as well. Quick pass out in the flat. He's got Den Hartog at the 40, and he takes it up to very close to first down yardage. Looks like he stepped out right at the first down stick. And that is where they'll put it, at the 44. So a 10-yard pickup for Colby Den Hartog. First and 10, clock stops as Den Hartog did jump out of bounds with 48 seconds to go. Nighthawks playing without any timeouts, burned 2 early ones in the first quarter. Twin receivers right, single man to the left. Now a man breaks out wide. They're going to roll out right. Bubble screen goes through the hands of the intended receiver over there, which was Cole Baumgars. So an incomplete pass will stop the clock at 41 seconds to play here in the first half. For a 0-0 game, it's been interesting here in the first half in Rock Rapids, the opening game in Class 2A District 1. Nighthawks and the Lions here tonight in Rock Rapids. Nighthawks will send 3 wideouts to the right side, a single man here on the bottom. Rolling out right side now, Van Scapen. He's going to step into one and overshoots everybody as he throws it out of bounds. Clock will stop once again on that incompletion. 36 seconds to go. It's 3rd down and 10 now. Nighthawks still on their own 44-yard line. Nighthawks have had 2 turnovers here in the first half. The Lions have been able to not capitalize on that. 4 wide once again here on 3rd down and 10. Van Scapen rolling over the right side, whistles blow. Don't see a flag, you just hear whistles. And it looks like you're going to have early movement against the Nighthawks. So a false start against Boyden-Hull Rock Valley. We'll walk them back 5 more yards, make it 3rd down and 15. .34 seconds still to go. Nighthawks with no timeouts. So initially they would want to, at least if they're not going to get a first down here, they want to stay in bounds so they can run the clock out. Trip receivers to the left. Here's the bubble screen. It goes to Baumgars. Flag will fly there on the hold as Baumgars switches field. He's going to go around and be dropped after a gain of about 10, but it is not going to count. We'll see if the Lions might even elect to defer the penalty. And now he's going to say, Coach Eben will say, push him back. So they tried the bubble screen. The wide receiver is going to get called for holding at the 44-yard line. And now they're discussing it, and Coach Eben is going to decline the penalty. We'll give them the completion. It's a gain of 7. It'll be 4th down. So Baumgars will have us with 4th down. Clock is stopped because of the penalty, though, so the Nighthawks will have to punt this one away. Punt is high and spiraling. Liam Vanderzee back to receive. Lets the ball hit the ground, and the Nighthawks dive on it at the 23-yard line with 8 seconds to go. And about one more play to go here in the first half. And both teams will head to the locker room to see if what they can do to regroup. Both teams have adjustments to make. Both teams have things they can improve on. And who is going to be the first one to score here in this District 1 matchup? Lions break the huddle here on 1st down and 10 from the 23-yard line with 8 seconds to go. Most likely not going to see too much fancy here. Maybe one shot way down the top or just run it with Michelet, and that's what they'll do. Michelet will take it ahead there, run the clock out as he carries it close to the 30-yard line. That's where they'll put him down. So a 7-yard pickup will close out the first half. After one, we're tied at 0, and we'll head to halftime and stick around because the halftime show will be on shortly when we return to more Lion football on the Central Lyon Broadcast Network.
62, Coach. 62. First down. We're doing this so that the kids can continue to play. Like we used to enjoy playing when I was in high school. I understand how fun it was, and I want that same fun to be had by the kids now. So that's why we need more officials to keep these games going on.
Here's to welcoming moments, big and small. At Avera, our nationally recognized health system will be right here with you, with care and coverage. Partner with Avera for more hellos, more hugs, more memories. We'll move you forward through sickness and health, and every milestone in between. Hello possibility, hello healthy, hello life. Avera, moving health forward.
And we're back here at Dicknall Field in Rock Rapids. It's homecoming night for Central Lyon Georgia Little Rock, and the Central Lyon Marching Lions have made their way to midfield for their halftime performance.
Marching Lions, are you ready to perform? Band, the field is yours. The band opened with a Western style number titled Diablo Canyon. We will now feature the flags down front of the track as they continue with the Rolling Stones classic hit, Painted Black.
DeNoble Austin & Company PC, certified public accountants, offers a variety of services including payroll, auditing, sales tax, financial statement preparation, and of course, income taxes. Whether you're a farmer, small or large business owner, or just require some assistance with your personal finances, DeNoble Austin & Company PC can save you time and peace of mind with the skills you need and the service you expect. Located in Rock Rapids and Laverne.
On top of a hill in the heart of our little town, there's a place where the coffee's always hot and the smells are even warmer. At Hilltop, we brew more than just coffee. We brew connection, comfort, and community. Locally roasted, lovingly served, always welcoming. Come in, slow down, and stay a while. Hilltop, your coffee, your community.
And we welcome you back here to Dicknall Field at the half. Class 2A District 1 opener between Central Lyon, George Little Rock, and Boyden-Hull, Rock Valley. Tied at 0 here at the half, but it is homecoming at Central Lyon here this week. And right now on the field, the Central Lyon Hall of Fame inductees making their presence out there. First up for the Lions, Scott Eben out on the field. Scotty, a big-time contributor to athletics here at Central Lyon over his years. He was a four-year football star, a four-year wrestling guy out there. Even played a year of golf out there. Got one of those in his last year, so did put in a year of golf for him there. But on the football field, obviously, Scotty Eben, a two-time all-district linebacker, was a part of the 2006 state championship team, as well as the 2007 and 2008 state runner-up team, so 3 times in the state title game. He was a second-team all-state selection linebacker in 07 and 08. He was a first-team all-state running back for the Lions on the football field. We all remember Scotty. One of the biggest carries for him was right here at Dicknall Field. It was 4th and goal from the 1-yard line in overtime versus Esterville Lincoln Central, and Scotty punched it in to punch the Lions' ticket and a return trip to the Unidome that season. So that was a very big moment for Scotty Eben. On the wrestling mat, very accomplished as well, 154 victories. His 3rd all-time for Central Lyon George Little Rock, a 4-time all-conference selection, 4-time district qualifier, and a 3-time state qualifier, and placing as the state runner-up in his junior and senior year on the wrestling mat, as well as a part of those team state teams as well for the Lions in those years. Went off to South Dakota State and is now back working at his family farm here in the Rock Rapids area. So good to have Scotty Eben on the field. Not here tonight, but also making his presence into the Central Lyon Athletic Hall of Fame. Nate Herda is the next inductee into the Hall of Fame. A football player as well as a star wrestler and track runner for the Lions on the football team, was a part of that 06 title team and that 07 runner-up team. His 177 wins on the wrestling mat is top of the line here at CLGLR. He's a 4-time All-Siouxland Conference player. He never lost a conference match in his 4 years as a Lion wrestler. A 4-time district champion, 4-time state qualifier, and a 4-time state place winner as well. 8th place as a freshman, 5th place as a sophomore, and a 2-time state champion as a junior and senior. Had an undefeated season in there as well. He was voted the 2008 Class 1A Most Valuable Wrestler in the state of Iowa, as well as representing Team Iowa versus Team USA in 2008, as well as on the track and field. A very fast little guy there for Nate Herda as well, and a state place winner in the track. Went off to college to Augustana University, where he was a 4-time national qualifier in wrestling there, a 2-time All-American, a 2-time academic All-American, as well as many other accomplishments in the college ranks. Now he served in the Army for 9 years and now is down and making his home in South Carolina. We know he couldn't make it back here, but congratulations to Nate Herta. The rest of the ladies that you see on the field with their coach, Toby Lorenzen, belong to the 2010 Central Lyon Girls Class 1A State Track and Field Championship team. A group of ladies who were well accomplished, had a ton of success on the track and earning that state track title for them. They set 5 school records throughout that season on the track and field. And they had 12 state qualifying events. They were part of 12 state qualifying events in this state title run. 9 of them were place winners, and 2 of them were state champions when they set their record at the state meet down there. So very accomplished. Congratulations to all the ladies of the 2010 Central Lyon Girls Class 1A State Track and Field Championship team. So congratulations, Scott Eben, Nate Herta, and the 2010 Central Lyon Girls Track team on their induction into this year's Central Lyon Hall of Fame. We'll be back here in a little bit. We'll talk about the first half and the second half when we come back to Lyon football and homecoming night here in Rock Rapids on the Central Lyon Broadcast Network.
Murphy Family Dentistry has been serving and supporting the Lions and all of Northwest Iowa for over 25 years. We are located in Rock Rapids just off Highway 75. Our friendly staff is ready to help cheer up your smile for another Lion victory. Call us today to schedule for all your dental needs or visit us online at www.josephmurphydental.com.
Hit one out of the park with a new or pre-owned vehicle from Papik Motors. With 3 convenient locations in Laverne, Rock Rapids, and Sibley, our team is ready to help with all of your automotive needs. Swing in today and let the hometown team be your dealer of choice, or visit us online at papik.com.
Papik Motors makes it so easy.
A community is a place, but it's also a connection. It's where we all plant roots, raise our families, build our lives, and take care of each other. It's something we have in common, and it takes world-class care to keep communities like ours strong. We work together to live, to hope, to heal, because that's what neighbors do. Here for all, here for good. Sanford Health.
My name's Elin, and I like sports because I like watching them.
My name's Miles, and I just like the school in general because our teachers are nice and we get to do a lot of fun stuff.
Hi, my name's River, and I like the sports teams because my mom coaches the basketball team.
Seabird of Foltz, local, true, insurance, real estate, all for you.
Frontier Bank is my financial teammate for my college career and beyond.
Frontier Bank's mobile app allows me to deposit checks, check my finances, and just really check my account anytime I need to.
You know all the people here. You see them around in the community all the time, and it's just nice to have someone that you can call up whenever you need.
Frontier Bank is my financial teammate for the long run.
Here at Pizza Ranch, we always want to give you more variety. That's why we developed Buffet Your Way. Order your favorite pizza for the buffet and we'll bake it and make sure you get the first slice. Like thin crust prairie, pepperoni and green olives on stuffed crust, stampede, buffalo chicken with jalapenos. You name it, we make it. Oh, Carl, I wasn't actually ordering. No, Carl, don't be like that. Come back, we'll eat them.
Pizza Ranch, everyone's favorite buffet.
Keep them coming, Carl.
Premier Bank has always understood the value of family. We recognize that as your family grows, your banking needs change, and we're here to help you each step of the way. We'll create a customized plan for easier and better banking and support you in making the most of every dollar, today and always. Visit premierbank.bank or stop by to partner with a bank who's ready to grow with you.
Welcome back to Dicknall Field here in Rock Rapids at the half of this Class 2A District 1 opener between the Nighthawks and the Lions. We're all tied at 0. Both teams have shown some life, and both teams have showed some miscues out here. For the Nighthawks, they've been able to move the ball relatively efficiently down the field, but they have been hurt by turnovers in the first half. They had an interception that halted a drive, and they had a fumble that halted another drive out there for them. So that has been the default there for the Nighthawks. When they go into the locker room, I'm sure there's going to be many adjustments made on there. For the Lions, they have moved the ball well at times, but have found themselves fighting and digging out of holes because penalties have put them back behind the chains and have not been able to get themselves out of it. And that's why we remain scoreless here at the end of the first half of play heading into half number 2. For the Nighthawks, we've seen a heavy dose of quarterback Caden Van Scapen. Already has 13 carries for 65 yards. He is the heart and soul of this Boyden-Hull Rock Valley offense. Everything revolves and rotates through him, and they have 18 total carries for 72 yards. As I said, he accounts for 65 of those yards on the ground there for the Nighthawks. 4 of 8 passing for 24 yards, has completed it to 4 different receivers out there. Clayton Jeffer came in, had to come in for an injured Van Scapen through 1 pass, and it was intercepted by the Lions early in the first quarter of play. So the Nighthawks got to talk ball control. We talked to Coach Rosenboom in the pregame. That is what he talked about, not turning the ball over and keeping it in their possession, and he felt his team was okay. For the Lions, they've got to talk about shoring things up and get rid of the pesky penalties. You can't have those in these games. They are drive killers. A lot of times the Lions had first downs, and they were taken away because of holding penalties, and a lot of those penalties not even affected the play itself. They're on the backside or well away from the play. Those are ones you just cannot have, so you got to get those cleaned up. So for the Lions and the Nighthawks, we'll see the adjustments, we'll see the improvements they made when we come back here in just a few moments for the kickoff of half number 2 here between the Lions and the Nighthawks in the Class 2A District 1 opener on the Lions Broadcast Network.
.62, Coach, 62. First down. We're doing this so that the kids can continue to play. Like we used to enjoy playing when I was in high school. I understand how fun it was, and I want that same fun to be had by the kids now. So that's why we need more officials to keep these games going on.
Here's to welcoming moments, big and small. At Avera, our nationally recognized health system will be right here with you, with care and coverage. Partner with Avera for more hellos, more hugs, more memories. We'll move you forward through sickness and health, and every milestone in between. Hello possibility, hello healthy, hello life. Avera, moving health forward.
DeNoble Austin & Company PC, certified public accountants, offers a variety of services including payroll, auditing, sales tax, financial statement preparation, and of course, income taxes. Whether you're a farmer, small or large business owner, or just require some assistance with your personal finances, DeNoble Austin & Company PC can save you time and peace of mind with the skills you need and the service you expect. Located in Rock Rapids and Laverne.
On top of a hill in the heart of our little town, there's a place where the coffee's always hot and the smells are even warmer. At Hilltop, we brew more than just coffee. We brew connection, comfort, and community. Locally roasted, lovingly served, always welcoming. Come in, slow down, and stay a while. Hilltop, your coffee, your community.
And we welcome you back here to Rock Rapids for the start of half number 2 here between Boyden-Hull Rock Valley and Central Lyon George Little Rock. Lions kicked off to start the game, so Boyden-Hull Rock Valley will be giving the ball away to the Lions to start off half number 2 here tonight. Jesus Cassis, the kicker, sophomore kicker for Boyden-Hull Rock Valley, has the ball teed up at the 40-yard line. Jeff Tay Raymond and Nate Robb back to do the return duties here for the Lions. Nate Robb will bobble it there at the 18-yard line. Now has it and moving forward. Crosses the 30 out to about the 32, I do believe, on the far side of the field. And the Lions will come out and see if they can make the adjustments needed here on the offensive side of the ball. Coach Eben, nothing would please him more than to see his team put together a 6 to 7 plus play drive here and punch one in to come out of the half right off the bat. Lions will break the huddle here. They'll send their twin receivers left. Single man is Raymond here to the bottom side. Back to pass right away. Quick pass out to Jeff Tay. Jeff Tay makes the first man miss. Now another one. Cuts across the field. He's got a first down and more. Out near midfield. Jeff Tay makes the bubble screen work for 18 yards. 18-yard pickup there for the Lions. Moves the ball out to midfield on the first play here of the second half. Boyden-Hull Rock Valley is really jamming up the middle there late and taking the run away. Lions trying to get to the edges here. 4 wide here, twin receivers each way. Dale keeps it straight up the gut, and that's what that pass out to the outside does, is they have to spread out and honor that pass, and Dale takes it 10 yards on first down. Jeff Tay has to come out of the game here, has a shoe issue. Liam Vanderzee will check back in at the wide receiver spot here on the bottom side of your screen. Ryland Maxwell set up to the top side. Nate Robb will go left with him. Peterson, the up back there. Michelet stands behind Jaden in the pistol formation. Lions will hand off to Michelet. Michelet is hit on the first in the backfield, but does fall forward and gets very close to the first down. Did not have it. They said that Dale was about a half a yard short, but Michelet does pick up the 1 yard needed there to move the chains. So now it'll be first down as the ball is officially on the 40-yard line. First and 10, Lions on the move here, the opening drive of the second half. Back to pass, quick pass out to Maxwell in the flat. Maxwell will push ahead, pick up about 3 yards. Lions using that just as an extension of the run play. As I said, Boyden-Hull Rock Valley really cramming up the middle of the field. You're seeing the linebackers starting to cheat inside on them. So trying to utilize this quick passing game to the outside just to try and free up the defense, and that opens up runs like what you saw Jaden have there just a few moments ago. Twins in tight here on the left side. Nate Robb in motion. He picks it up on the jet sweep. He's picked up some blockers and gets tripped up as he tries to get for first down yardage. Going to be a little bit short, and possibly a touchdown saving tackle there by Coulter Van Engdom. Nate Robb going to be about 1 yard short on that run. And now they're going to say no. They're going to give him the 30. They will say it's enough. So 7 yards on the carry for Nate Robb. Lions bring Tynan Shipper into the ball game now here, as the Lions are going to come into the power formation. KT in there at an up back as well. KT's going to switch. Dale going to hand last man through. That's Michelet. Lions old school football there. Just power ahead. Take it down for 5, down to the 25. And now they're actually going to bring it back. They'll say the 26. So 4 yard pickup for Michelet. Second down and 6. Lions will stay in the power I formation. This does allow the Nighthawks to pack it all in tight. 11 guys in the box. Handoff goes left side again. Michelet, another good, tough 3 yards as he carries it inside the 25 down to about the 23. Third down and short here for the Lions. Going old school. Many of you watching at home for the homecoming, and many of you here for homecoming like to see this out of the Lions. Just straight up power football. Dale under center here once again. Hands off. No, he's going to drop back and passes out in the flat. He's got Shipper. Shipper breaks a tackle down close to the 10-yard line. And we'll see if they give him the 10. It looks like they will. And it'll be a 13-yard pickup on the play action. Tynan Shipper coming out of the backfield. First down and goal, ball at the 10-yard line for the Lions. And they will stay in the power formation here. And a lot of movement up front. There was defense moving, there was offense moving. I don't know who went first. According to the official, the flag is laying on the defensive side. That should initiate that it is encroachment, and that is the call. So if you're watching at home, if you see the official throw it to the defensive side on some of those, that means it's a defensive penalty. He'll throw it. He should throw it to whatever side the penalty is on. So 5 yards free for the Lions. Set up first and goal now at the 5-yard line. Power I goes to Michelet over the right side again. He's fighting for yardage. Picks up a couple down to the 3. Lions trying to finish off this drive. Started back at their own 32-yard line. Second down and goal. CLGLR playing power I football. Jaden Dale under center. Tynan Shipper the fullback. The up back is Kendrell Thomas. And Michelet is the deep man. Michelet gets it again over the left side. Just puts the head down. Follows his way through. No signal yet. And it looks like the officials are going to say he is short of the end zone, but not by much. So 2 more yards as the Lions are just trying to punch it in. Third and goal at the 1. See if they let Michelet finish it off, or you could see the quarterback sneak from Dale. KT will shift. They'll hand off left side right back to Michelet. Michelet just pushes ahead. Still no sign. It looks like he's well in. And then gets thrown back, and they're going to say fourth down, say he did not get there. Michelet was showing face mask. He wanted the call. Will not get it. Lions did not get the push. So fourth and goal from the 1. Lions trying to finish off this 68-yard drive. And it looks like they are going to burn every ounce of the clock here. Dale comes under center here. He's going to have to hustle. Quarterback sneak this time, and he punches it through. Jaden Dale, the 1-yard touchdown run, has the Lions on the board first with 5:44 to go here in the third quarter. Lions capping off that 68-yard drive. And an injured Nighthawk down on the field there. A lot of big bodies hitting there in those plays. So an injured Nighthawk down on the field. Trainer's over checking with him. We'll take a quick timeout and be back with the extra point when we return to Lion football here on the Central Lyon Broadcast Network.
Murphy Family Dentistry has been serving and supporting the Lions and all of Northwest Iowa for over 25 years. We are located in Rock Rapids just off Highway 75. Our friendly staff is ready to help cheer up your smile for another Lion victory. Call us today to schedule for all your dental needs or visit us online at www.josephmurphydental.com.
Hit one out of the park with a new or pre-owned vehicle from Papik Motors. With 3 convenient locations in Laverne, Rock Rapids, and Sibley, our team is ready to help with all of your automotive needs. Swing in today and let the hometown team be your dealer of choice, or visit us online at papik.com.
Papik Motors makes it so easy.
A community is a place, but it's also a connection. It's where we all plant roots, raise our families, build our lives, and take care of each other. It's something we have in common, and it takes world-class care to keep communities like ours strong. We work together to live, to hope, to heal, because that's what neighbors do. Here for all, here for good. Sanford Health.
My name's Elin, and I like sports because I like watching them.
My name's Miles, and I just like the school in general because our teachers are nice and we get to do a lot of fun stuff.
Hi, my name's River, and I like the sports teams because my mom coaches the basketball team.
Super Foltz, local, true, insurance, real estate, all for you.
Back at Dicknall Field, and Cozen Rosenboom, the junior defensive lineman, was the Nighthawk down on the field. Good news is he is up and walking back to the sidelines under his own power, not needing any assistance there. Does have a little bit of a limp, but for the most part, walking back there, good to go. Lions on to kick the extra point. Jeff Tay Raymond on to do the kicking duties. Egan Peterson, the long snapper. Jaden Dale, the holder. Lions finally getting on the board. The first points of the night, a 1-yard quarterback sneak by Jaden Dale. Good snap and hold. Kick is up, and that is good as well. 5:44 to go here in the third quarter. Lions on top, 7-0. We'll be back with more Class 2A District 1 play when we return to Lion football on the Central Lion Broadcast Network.
Frontier Bank is my financial teammate for my college career and beyond.
Frontier Bank's mobile app allows me to deposit checks, check my finances, and just really check my account anytime I need to.
You know all the people here. You see them around in the community all the time, and it's just nice to have someone that you can call up whenever you need.
Frontier Bank is my financial teammate for the long run.
Back in Rock Rapids here, Joel Viss with you on the Lions Broadcast Network. So glad to have you along. So thank you to our fine sponsors that make this broadcast possible. Make sure if you get into one of these businesses, you tell them thank you for their support and coverage of Lion activities throughout the season. Coming up on Monday night, we've got JVR and JV volleyball tournaments starting at 5. Tuesday, we've got 8th grade volleyball versus Boyden-Hull on the network. And Thursday, JVR, JV, and varsity volleyball versus Sioux Center right here on our Lions Broadcast Network. Still to come, a lot of volleyball next week on the docket. Jeff Day has the ball teed up here once again, gives it the boot. Den Hartog will grab it at the 2-yard line, start making his way right now, switching back left. Makes one man miss, spins off a couple, and takes it out to about the 19-yard line is where they're going to spot him. And the Nighthawks will take over. 1st and 10 from there. So the Lions did their job. They made the adjustments on offense, marched it down the field, a 68-yard drive, punched it in with a 1-yard touchdown run from Jaden Dale. Now can the Lion defense shore up the things that they had? Boyden-Hull Rock Valley, you got to expect Caden Van Scapen to stay the focal point here. As he comes out, he's got Coulter Van Engen standing off to his right side. 3 receivers left, a single man to the right. Now a man comes in motion. High snap over the quarterback's head. Lions are after him. They missed the first one, then wrap him up back at the 10-yard line. A 10-yard loss for Van Scapen, and that is not what the Nighthawks wanted to start their drive with. 10 yards after the ball went over. 11, they're actually going to say. They're going to mark him down at the 9. Had a man coming in motion. Cole Baumgars was the motion man. Almost very costly there as Van Scapen just able to get back on it. 2nd down and 21 at the 9-yard line. Quarterback keeper over the left side. Van Scapen, not much room. Does cross the 10 out to about the 11. Looks like they'll give him 2. So 3rd down and long here for Boyden-Hull Rock Valley. 3rd and 18 from the 11. Boyden-Hull Rock Valley would love to stay in that passing form or in that running formation, but now going to be forced passing. Lions are going to adjust. Tynan Shipper going to come in. You're only going to run 3 down linemen up front as Kruger came out. So twin receivers right, twins to the left. Here comes the man in motion. That's Snoocher. They're going to run it with the quarterback, Van Scapen. He'll carry it out to the 15, picks up 4. But Boyden-Hull Rock Valley, after a disastrous first play of the drive, are going to be forced to punt this one away. So the Lion defense gets the hold that they need, and they will get the ball back and should get some very good field position here. Clayton Juffer on to do the punting duties here. This will be his 2nd punt of the night. Had a pretty good one. His first one pinned the Lions deep. High spiraling kick here will be caught by Sandbolt. He makes the grab, but just exploded on and knocked clean into the dirt there. Lions will get the ball, though, inside of Boyden-Hull Rock Valley territory as they're going to put it at the 49. We'll see what the Lions decide to do here as we saw a little bit of a mix-up there. We saw some spread. We saw some power eye. Now back into the spread we go. 4 wide, twins each way. Snap over Dale's head this time, and he will run back and pick it up, trying to elude, just slides down inside the 30 at the 28-yard line, and the Lions return the favor with a bad snap of their own. 22-yard loss on the bad snap. Be 1st down and about 31, 32 yards now for the Lions. So they're back behind the chains. Looking for the quick pass. Now the quarterback just going to keep it is Dale. He pushes the ball ahead across the 30 to the 31. Pickup of 3.
Dale on the keeper crosses 30 to the 31-yard line. Pickup 3 on the play, 3rd and long for the Lions.
So a 3-yard pickup will still make it 2nd down or 3rd down in forever. Lions will see if they can take a shot down the sidelines here, get a big play over the top, or just minimize the damage here and try and keep the field position in your favor. Empty backfield, 5 wide here for the Lions. Dale back to pass, looking left side. Here comes the blitz. He makes the first man miss. Throws back across the field, fight for the ball, and it comes out close to an interception. Jeffte was in on that one to try and rip it away from Leighton Snoocher. So the incomplete pass will make it 4th down and 28, and the Lions can't capitalize after forcing Boyden-Hull Rock Valley to punt. They'll have to punt of their own. Jeffte Raymond standing inside his own 20-yard line. Den Hartog back deep for the Nighthawks. Big booming punt once again for Jefte. Goes over top of Den Hartog's head, rolling out of bounds inside the 5-yard line. What a punt for Jefte. It looks like they will mark it out of bounds right at the 5. A 64-yard punt for Jefte Raymond. And he'll pin the Nighthawks back deep. First down and 10 for the Nighthawks. They really got to be careful now as they are inside their own 5-yard line. Can't have a bad snap here. That would be terrible for them. Last time they were pinned this deep, though, they took a shot down the sidelines, got the Lions called for a pass interference call. We'll see what they decide to do here. Van Scapen's just going to keep it himself and just try and give himself a little bit of room. Not much there. Picks up a couple, maybe out to the 7. Hard to get too fancy when you're that close to your own end zone. Be second down and 8 or 9. Got the ball set between the 6 and the 7-yard line. So however you want to put that in the stat book. 2 running backs in the backfield off to the right side here of Van Scapen. Back to pass this time, looking left. Now he's coming back across the middle of the field, has a man Snoocher, and just overshoots him. Jackson Piletsky was running with the intended receiver on the defense. Setting up third down and long now for the Nighthawks. Not afraid to take a shot that deep in their own territory. And we'll see if they take another shot at it here again. Once again, sometimes those passes are set up to try and free up the defense and maybe make some room for the quarterback to run. So on third down and 9 here, Van Scapen will hand it off to Van Engem. Nothing for him as he is dropped for no gain. And it'll be fourth down and forever for them, and they'll be forced to punt this one out of their own end zone. Clayton Juffer has done a good job of punting here so far, but here he stands halfway into his own end zone. We'll see if the Lions tried to bring some heat here with 30 seconds to go in the third quarter. Good snap, and the ball is away. Not a very good punt, but it is going to take a Boyden-Hull Rock Valley bounce. Jefte grabs it at the 47. Now down the right side, slips a little and wrapped up at the 32-yard line. But outstanding field position here for CLGLR after the punt. Whistles being blown. There is a flag on the far side of the field. Could be a block in the back, could be a hold. We're not really sure. See what the officials come up with. Do believe it'll probably go against the Lions. I would assume you're going to see block in the back or a hold, one or the other on the return team. And that is what the call is going to be. Oh, they're going to say a chop block, so a 15-yard penalty against the Lions, saying the Lions went below the waist. So a 15-yard penalty against the Lions backs them up to the 47-yard line. And the Lions will go back to work with 17 seconds to go here in the third quarter. 4 wide, twin receivers each way. Low snap there, but Jaden has it. He's right up the middle of the field. Quarterback keeper, but he loses the football and pounces, and I do believe Boyden-Hull Rock Valley's got it. A 10-yard run for Jaden Dale, but a turnover gives the ball back to the Nighthawks. A great play for the Lions. They were able to get a huge run there And Dale was trying to make more of it and ends up coughing up the football. Nighthawks back on offense now at their 33-yard line. 7 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Three wideouts to the right side, single man left. Now a man in motion from right to left, and flags will fly. I think we got some early movement on the Nighthawks. And that is the case there, so a 5-yard penalty will push the Nighthawks back behind the chains. Early movement up front there on the Nighthawks. Nate Brenneman, junior offensive lineman. So first down and 15 now for the Nighthawks. Ball back at the 28-yard line. Same play here as they run in motion. Back to pass. Now he's going to tuck. He's going to run. Quarterback keeper Van Scapen runs out of bounds. Does pick up about 5 or 6 yards. Looks like they'll have him at the 34. So give Van Scapen 6 on the quarterback keep. That'll bring an end to the third quarter of play. A score finally on the board for CLGLR. That brings us to the end of the third quarter. And the Lions leading the Nighthawks 7-0 as we head to quarter 4 here in Rock Rapids in the district opener on the Lions Broadcast Network.
Here at Pizza Ranch, we always want to give you more variety. That's why we developed Buffet Your Way. Order your favorite pizza for the buffet and we'll bake it and make sure you get the first slice. Like thin crust prairie, pepperoni and green olives on stuffed crust, Stampede, buffalo chicken with jalapenos. You name it, we make it. Oh, Carl, I wasn't actually ordering. No, Carl, don't be like that. Come back, we'll eat them.
Pizza Ranch, everyone's favorite buffet.
Keep them coming, Carl.
Back at Dicknall Field here for the start of quarter number 4. Boyden-Hull Rock Valley will have it second down and 9 from the 34-yard line. Nighthawks had a penalty on their first attempt, then got a 6-yard run out of quarterback Caden Van Scapen after picking up a Jaden Dale fumble. So the start of quarter 4 starts with 4 wide. Quick pass out in the flat and overshooting everybody is Caden Van Scapen. Intended receiver over there was Leighton Snoocher. Third down and 9 now for the Nighthawks. Trying to dig themselves out here and move the ball down the field here in the final quarter as they trail by a touchdown. Nighthawks will send 3 wideouts wide to the left, make it 4 now to the left side, single man to the right. Man in motion, they'll fake the hand, Van Engen, and now rolling out to pass. Van Scapen, he's going to tuck, he's going to run, makes enough men miss. He's run down by Jeff T. Raymond, but not before he gets a first down. 15-yard run for Caden Van Scapen. Ball to the 49-yard line. It'll be first and 10 for the Nighthawks. Lions drop back into coverage. That opens up the field there, and Van Scapen's so good with his legs, able to find the running room and enough to get a first down. First and 10 for Boyden-Hull Rock Valley. Twin receivers to the top side, a single man in tight, now a single man to the bottom. And Snoocher goes in motion. Quarterback keeper, he's going to come up the middle. He is hit as he crosses the 50, takes to the 48. It'll be a 3-yard gain. Second down and 7 now as the Nighthawks move into Lion territory. Lions trying to hem in Caden Van Scapen. That is a lot easier to say than it is to do. You know he's going to have something to do with that play, and you know you really got to keep an eye on letting him get away with his legs, but he is a hard guy to track down. 3 wide to the top side. Running back stands to his right. Quarterback keep here over the left once again. Blockers out in front, picks up a yard as he brings it down to the 47. 21 carries for 88 yards so far here tonight for Caden Van Scapen. He is their do-everything guy. So 3rd down and 7. Once again, a 3rd down and relatively long for the Nighthawks. If they get positive gain, you got to think they're going to go for it on 4th down. If they don't, if they get negative, you know that they might punt. So a big play either way. Just about the snap, just about hit the motion man. They're looking deep down the sidelines. Lots of contact there. And now a late flag is going to come in from the deep official. And you're going to get a pass interference on Jackson Pilecki, I do believe. So lots of contact there, not sure. Sometimes officials will let them play like that. They'll say it's the legs intertwining and both men have equal rights to the ball. Here tonight, it has been a 15-yard penalty every time. So the ball moves down to the 32-yard line, and it'll be a fresh set of downs for Boyden-Hull Rock Valley. Nighthawks break the huddle. They'll send 3 wideouts here to the bottom side this time. Snoocher to the top side. Van Scapen, he'll keep it over the left on the sweep. Carries it ahead, spins off a tackle. Going to get close to 5 yards there on 1st down. Second down and 5 now here. Clock on the move, 9:20 to go in the ball game. Nighthawks trying to answer the Lions' score and tie this one up. District 1 opener here in Class 2A, District 1. A timeout will be called by Boyden-Hull Rock Valley here with 9:01 to play. And we'll take a timeout as well with 7-0 the lead for the Lions. Here we'll come back when we return after this timeout on the Lions Broadcast Network.
Premier Bank has always understood the value of family. We recognize that as your family grows, your banking needs change, and we're here to help you each step of the way. We'll create a customized plan for easier and better banking and support you in making the most of every dollar today and always. Visit premierbank.bank or stop by to partner with a bank who's ready to grow with you.
.62, Coach, 62. First down. We're doing this so that the kids can continue to play. Like we used to enjoy playing when I was in high school. I understand how fun it was, and I want that same fun to be had by the kids now. So that's why we need more officials to keep these games going on.
Back in Rock Rapids, out of a timeout from the Nighthawks. 2nd down and 6 is the official distance here. Ball at the 28-yard line for the Nighthawks here. Coach Jamie Rosenboom calling a timeout here as they try and get the play set up, trying to finish off a drive and tie this one up. Man in motion, Snoocher from left to right. Quarterback keeper over the left side. Now a dump pass over the top, and the catch cannot be made by Van Engen. Lions are screaming for a holding, but no call on that one. Very close there as Van Engen got away, turned around, and a last-minute dump pass could not be completed to him. Had he caught that one, there was nobody close to keep him out of the end zone. But an incomplete pass nonetheless will set up 3rd down and 6. Everybody in tight here. Wide receivers off to the left side, and there goes a man in motion. Quarterback rolling out. He's looking deep down the middle of the field. Has a man over the top. Cannot complete the pass. Incomplete. And it'll be 4th down for the Nighthawks. Looks like the offense will stay on the field with 8:52 to go here in the 4th quarter. Nighthawks taking a shot that time, trying to take advantage of the young cornerbacks there for the Lions. They've been bailed out a few times with some penalties, trying to get it again. Snoocher actually had a step, but just couldn't bring it in. Twin receivers go to the left side, the Twins to the right now. Empty backfield for Snoocher. Man in motion, Snoocher back to pass. He's looking down the sidelines once again, has a man over the top. Catch is made, and the touchdown for Leighton Snoocher. 28-yard reception for the touchdown, and we're an extra point away from tying this one up. Just a fly pattern down the sidelines. Leighton Snoocher got past Jackson Piletsky and fell into the end zone and was able to haul in the catch. So the extra point duties will come on. Jesus Cassis on to do the kicking duties. And no, they're going to go for 2. Nighthawks going to try for it here. 2-point conversion coming. Man in motion. They roll out right side. Van Scapen lobs it over the top. Nobody close. And the 2-point conversion fails. And the Lions stay on top, 7-6 with 8:44 to go here in the 4th quarter. We'll be back here with the kickoff when we return to Lion football here on the Central Lyon Broadcast Network.
Here's to welcoming moments, big and small. At Avera, our nationally recognized health system will be right here with you, with care and coverage. Partner with Avera for more hellos, more hugs, more memories. We'll move you forward through sickness and health, and every milestone in between. Hello possibility. Hello healthy. Hello life. Avera, moving health forward.
Welcome back to Rock Rapids here. Class 2A District 1 football. A 28-yard touchdown pass from Caden Van Scapen to Leighton Snoocher pulled the Nighthawks within 1. They decided to go for 2 and missed the 2-point conversion. So the score is at 7-6 in favor of Central Lyon George Little Rock with 8:44 to go here in the 4th quarter. Jesus Cassis back on to do the kicking duties again. The sophomore kicker, a low line drive kick, and that will go straight out of bounds. And the Lions will have possession at the 35-yard line. Lions had some offense rolling there before turning it over on a fumble. The offense for the Lions has looked much improved here in the second half. See if they can keep things rolling in their favor. Lions break the huddle. They'll send twin receivers here to the bottom side. That is Nate Robb and Maxwell. Raymond up on the top side. Pistol formation for Jaden Dale. Nighthawks showing blitz. They're going to run with Michelet over the right side. Michelet's got some room. He's got a first down and a little bit more. Out to the 46-yard line. 11 yards on the run for Michelet Saddam. First and 10 for the Lions on first down. A big run for Michelet Saddam. This time the Lions will send twin receivers to the right side. Maxwell, the lone man here on the bottom. Shotgun formation. Michelet stands to the left side. Dale hands off on the counter play to Michelet. He is swallowed up in the backfield. Nothing doing on that one as he is brought back down. We'll see exactly where they spot it. The far side official has them at the 44. The near side says the 45, and they will side the 44. So a loss of 2. We'll bring up second down and 12. Lions with a 1-point advantage here in the fourth quarter, trying to put together one more drive and try and put some more points on the board, extend their lead, or at least take as much time away. Quick pass in the out there goes to Maxwell. He makes the grab across the 50 to the 49. A 7-yard pickup for Ryland Maxwell. Third down and 5 here for the Lions. Not quite 4-down territory right here at the midfield spot. You would assume if they can't get the first down, they will punt this one away and play field position with under 7 minutes to go in the ball game. 4 wide, though, for the Lions. Dale's going to keep it himself. He'll try and follow his blockers. Can't get anywhere, and he is brought down for no gain. It'll be 4th down. We'll give him a yard of forward progress. So it'll be 4th down and 4. And the Lions, right now, they have the offense on the field. Lions showing that they're going to go for it here on 4th down. A big 4th down with 6 minutes to go in the ballgame. Lions go 5 wide. Boyden-Hull Rock Valley look like they're going to bring the blitz. Lions looking like they're just going hard count. And they will let the clock run out. They're going to take a delay of game. Push the ball back 5 yards and give the punter a little bit more room. So Lions try to get the hard count. They take the delay of game. Jeff Tay will come back on to punt. And he will stand at his own 34-yard line. Van Engdom will go back to receive as well as Colby Den Hartog. Angling punt once again there for Jeff Tay. Bounces. Van Engdom bobbles it. It's picked up at the 6-yard line. Lions trying to corral Kobe Den Herter. Den Herter gets away for now. Now Peterson wraps him up, and they bring him down at the 11-yard line. With 5:43 to go, the Nighthawks back on offense and a chance to grab the lead late in the game, but they're going to have to go a long way to do it. First down and 10 for Boyden-Hull Rock Valley at their own 11-yard line and 89 yards to go to try and grab the lead away from the Lions here in the fourth quarter. Nighthawks got to hustle here as they're coming onto the field late. There's only 10 seconds on the play clock. May have to burn a timeout. They do get the snap off there. Quarterback keep there. Now he's being corralled. Throws one up, a Hail Mary, and just about picked off, but Den Herter comes away with it. Den Herter gets away and takes it out to the 45-yard line. Thought the Lions had the interception, but instead Den Herter goes over the top of him and pulls it away. Ball out to the 43-yard line. So a 33-yard reception. Den Hartog making a great play on the ball there. So first down and 10, Boyden-Hull Rock Valley, they're in business. Ball on their own 43-yard line. 3 receivers down here to the bottom side. Quarterback keep, he's going left. Has good yardage there as Van Scapen takes it across for about 5. Give him 6 out to the 49. Second down and 4. Clock on the move. Under 5 minutes to go in the ball game. Lions leading by 1. Trips here to the bottom side once again. Up back off to the left side. Empty backfield. Van Scapen going left here once again. Lions on top of it. Nothing more than 1 as he takes it to midfield. Third down and 3 now for Boyden-Hull Rock Valley. Obviously in the point here now that they are in. They will have to go for it on fourth down if they don't get it. Three wide here to the right side. Single man up top in tight. Empty backfield for Van Scapen. High snap there. He gets a hold of it. Now trying to get away. Keeps his feet and gets a first down. So many times here tonight, the Nighthawks have been able to escape disaster and turn it into positives. Van Scapen very lucky to tip that ball back to himself and then keep his feet after contact and enough to get a first down. First and 10, Nighthawks at the Lyon 45. 4 wideouts, but all in tight. Van Engnum in the backfield there with Van Scapen. Van Scapen rolling out right side. Now takes off and runs. Van Scapen breaks a tackle, breaks a few more. He's got a first down and takes it down to the 31-yard line. 26 carries right now for Caden Van Scapen, and he is just willing this team on his back. Under 3 minutes to go in the ball game. Boyden-Hull Rock Valley at the 31-yard line. We'll send 3 wide receivers to the right side. Running back in the backfield. Now Snoocher moves over to the left. Handoff goes right up the middle of the field to the running back, this time to Weber. And Caden Weber, or Cale Weber, I should say, takes it down to about the 26. Looks like a pickup of 5. Second down and 5. Clock running here. 2 minutes to go. Boyden-Hull Rock Valley does not to be any rush. And if they get closer, we'll see how much faith they have in their sophomore kicker. We saw they did not use him for the extra point. Would they use him if it comes time for a field goal? Van Scapen rolling right, comes back left. He's looking for it all over the top. And Jackson Pilecki goes up and knocks the ball down away from Snoocher. And there's a flag back in the area of a hold. We'll see what the officials decide here. Officials will say it is against Boyden-Hull Rock Valley. It'll be holding on the Nighthawks. Or it's going to be more. It's going to be a personal foul. Chop block against the Nighthawks. Chop block is where the offensive lineman goes below the waist on his initial block. His initial contact needs to be above the waist before dropping down and going low. So a 15-yard penalty has it second down and 20. Nighthawks back at the 41-yard line. Van Scapen over the left side. Lions hem him in. He picks up a couple. Only 3 down to the 38-yard line. Clock moving here at 1:30 to go. Third down and long. Lions will make some defensive adjustments here. Third down and 17. Ball on the 38-yard line. Nighthawks and Lions separated by 1 point. Back to pass is Van Scapen. He's going deep down the sidelines. Lions are all over it. Bobbled ball up in the air. Hit Snoocher in the shoulder pads, but could not bring it home. So it'll be fourth down and 17 with 59 seconds to go. Nighthawks are going to call timeout. So on fourth down, the Nighthawks want to talk it over We'll be back and see what comes when we return to fourth down in Rock Rapids. You're watching Class 2A District 1 football on the Lions Broadcast Network.
DeNoble Austin & Company PC, certified public accountants, offers a variety of services including payroll, auditing, sales tax, financial statement preparation, and of course, income taxes. Whether you're a farmer, small or large business owner, or just require some assistance with your personal finances, DeNoble Austin & Company PC can save you time and peace of mind with the skills you need and the service you expect. Located in Rock Rapids and Laverne.
Back in Rock Rapids, 59 seconds to go in the game. It's fourth down and 17 for the Nighthawks at the Lyon 38-yard line. Nighthawks trail by 1 after missing a 2-point conversion earlier in this quarter. Lions playing way off the ball in a prevent defense here. Nighthawks are looking, and the Lions are going to call timeout. They wanted to see what the Nighthawks were going to do, saw the set. Now they'll call a timeout of their own. We'll keep it here as we break down this fourth down play. Nighthawks don't need to go for the home run here. We've seen them try it and try and go over the top for the home run. Obviously, they're going to look for Leighton Snoocher. He's their number one target. He has been all year long, so they're going to try and go after them. Lions are going to play in a prevent defense. In the same aspect, if you're playing that far off, you open up the field and you give a guy like Caden Van Scapen some room if he needs to run to try and make a play. So you need to play sound up front, have a linebacker into spy, and your defensive backs got to be on target. Here we go. Fourth down, 3 wide to the left, Twins to the right. Man in motion, back to pass. Van Scapen steps up. He lobs one over the top. Jump ball is caught by Den Hartog. Spins, passes by, and scores the touchdown. Rylan Maxwell went up to try and intercept the ball, missed it. Den Hartog made the grab, spun through some tackles, and scores. And the Nighthawks are on top 12-7. That is the second incredible play by Colby Den Hartog here. Colby Den Hartog made one earlier where he jumped over top of the defender and stole the ball away. So a 12-7 lead. The Nighthawks will go for 2 once again. Van Scapen back to pass. Once again, looks right side, makes the catch, and short of the end zone. So the 2-point conversion fails. And with 48 seconds to go, the Nighthawks are on top, 12-7. We'll be back with more Lion football here on the Central Lyon Broadcast Network.
On top of a hill in the heart of our little town, there's a place where the coffee's always hot and the smells are even warmer. At Hilltop, we brew more than just coffee. We brew connection, comfort, and community. Locally roasted, lovingly served, always welcoming. Come in, slow down, and stay a while. Hilltop, your coffee, your community.
Back in Rock Rapids, 48 seconds to go here in the game. The Nighthawks take the lead away from the Lions, and an incredible 38-yard touchdown on 4th and 17. The Nighthawks able to connect. Caden Van Scapen finds Colby Den Hartog, and he takes it 38 yards for the Nighthawk touchdown. 2-point conversion failed, which keeps us at 12-7. Lions will need a touchdown in the final 48 seconds to try and come back. Line drive kick here, caught by Raymond. Raymond's going to start working over the left side. Lions trying to build the wall as they work down the sidelines, and Raymond is knocked out of bounds at about the 40-yard line. So a nice return for Jeffte with 40 seconds to go. Lions have 2 timeouts in their pocket to use. So the middle of the field is an opportunity. There is no shot at a field goal here, so they have to go for the end zone so they can utilize those timeouts whenever they need. Lions will come out 4 wide. Dale and Michelet in the backfield in that shotgun formation. Back to pass is Dale. Looking right side, has Jeffte, but Jeffte can't bring it in. A little low and outside off the hands. Clock will stop on the incompletion, bring up 2nd down. Lions looking for a little bit of a miracle of their own. Lions will send 3 wide here now to the top side. Maxwell, the lone man here on the bottom. Back to pass is Maxwell. Once or back is Dale again. Looks underneath and throws it to Michelet, and Michelet can't bring it in. Right through his hands. And another incomplete pass. Now 3rd down with 31 seconds to go. Third down and 10, ball on their own 40-yard line. Lions will send those 3 wide receivers up top. Maxwell tight here on the bottom side this time. Here comes the blitz. So screen play underneath goes to Michelet. Flag is going to fly in the area of a block in the back. And this is not going to go. It would be a 1st down, but the flag is going to negate this one, I do believe. Do believe you are going to get a flag downfield. The officials are discussing here. Right now, it is a 13-yard completion to Michelet. And it looks like they're going to pick the flag up, possibly. They were going for an illegal man downfield, but the pass was thrown behind the line of scrimmage, so that does not come into play. So the Lions will move the chains. 1st and 10 inside of Boyden-Hull Rock Valley territory. 23 seconds to go. Still have both those timeouts. Back to pass is Dale again. Throws over the middle of the field. Jeffte goes up for it, but can't bring it in. Got his hands on it, but could not haul in the catch. Clock will stop with 18 seconds now and be 2nd down. Lions need to at least get close enough to try a shot at the end zone here. With 18 seconds, should have 3 or 4 more plays if you can utilize them. Pass comes here to Maxwell over the middle of the field. He makes the grab, spinning around. He only gets 9, so the Lions will have to burn that first time out with 9 seconds to go. That one took a lot longer than you wanted it to. Maxwell was trying to break tackles, and really he should have probably gone down because the clock is more important. So the Lions burn their 2nd timeout. And 9 seconds to go. The Lions could turn this into 2. They are going to say it's a 1st down. They will give him the 10 yards that he needed. Timeout for the Lions, though. So it'll be 1st down and 10. Ball at the 36-yard line is where they're spotting it. Lions could do a quick pass and pick up maybe 5 or 6 yards and try and get out of bounds. Make it a little bit of a closer of a Hail Mary. But they are going to need something incredible here. Now, granted, you can't say it won't happen. Boyden-Hull Rock Valley, how Colton Hartog came up with that catch was outright amazing on 4th down. So, 9 seconds to go. Lions draw it up. 3 wideouts left. Single man is Jeff T. Raymond way to the top. Back to pass. Quick pass now goes underneath to Peterson. Peterson's got to get down. Timeout called with 3 seconds to go at the 21-yard line. So a 16-yard reception to Egan Peterson. Lions burned their last time out here. First down for them at the 22. 3 seconds to go. So we've got one play in this opening game of district play, and it has been crazy. Nobody scored in the first half. Back and forth we went. The Lions got a touchdown to start off quarter number 3. Boyden-Hull Rock Valley has answered with 2 touchdowns in the fourth quarter, and now the Lions have one play to try and steal this one away and move to who will move to 1-0 in district play. For the Lions, you got to expect them to send all 4 guys to the end zone. For Boyden-Hull Rock Valley, you're going to play soft on this, keep everything in front of you, but do you send a little heat and make Dale throw it early? So Robinson, Peterson, Jeffte to the top side, Maxwell to the bottom, and Boyden-Hull Rock Valley is going to call timeout. And so a timeout for the Nighthawks. They wanted to see what the plan was. Now they're going to try and set their defense accordingly. Lions came in tonight 0-3 on the season, dropped all 3 of their non-district games, looking to rebound and grab that first win of the season here when they hit district play. The Nighthawks 2-1 coming into tonight, and looking to grab that first win in district play for the Nighthawks. And right now looking in a decent position. The Lions are going to need one miraculous throw here as we come back after this timeout. One of these teams will be put in the driver's seat of District 1. One of them will be behind the 8 ball and have to play from behind and really work the rest of the season out. So the Lions come out here. One play from the 22-yard line. 3 wide to the right. Maxwell to the bottom side and the left. Dale back to pass. Steps up, throws over the middle of the field. Jump ball. Ball is batted and hits the ground incomplete. And the Nighthawks win 12-7. Lions had a jump ball and a scramble for it. The ball falls to the turf. And the Lions drop a heartbreaker here, and the Nighthawks escape Rock Rapids with a victory, 12-7. We'll take a break. We'll come back and wrap things up live from Rock Rapids. You're watching Lion football on the Central Lyon Broadcast Network.
Murphy Family Dentistry has been serving and supporting the Lions and all of Northwest Iowa for over 25 years. We are located in Rock Rapids, just off Highway 75. Our friendly staff is ready to help cheer up your smile for another Lion victory. Call us today to schedule for all your dental needs or visit us online at www.josephmurphydental.com.
Hit one out of the park with a new or pre-owned vehicle from Papik Motors. With 3 convenient locations in Laverne, Rock Rapids, and Sibley, our team is ready to help with all of your automotive needs. Swing in today and let the hometown team be your dealer of choice, or visit us online at papik.com.
Papik Motors makes it so easy.
A community is a place, but it's also a connection. It's where we all plant roots, raise our families, build our lives, and take care of each other. It's something we have in common. And it takes world-class care to keep communities like ours strong. We work together to live, to hope, to heal, because that's what neighbors do. Here for all, here for good. Sanford Health.
Back in Rock Rapids here at Dicknall Field. Boyden-Hull Rock Valley steals one from Central Lyon George Little Rock with a score with 48 seconds to go in the ballgame to win 12-7. The Lions had a last-ditch effort, could not complete the pass in the end zone as it fell incomplete, and the Nighthawks moved to 1-0 in district play, 3-1 overall, as the Lions dropped to 0-4 on the season, 0-1 in District 1 play. Nobody got any points on the board in the first half. It was a back-and-forth affair, and neither one of these teams could get things going. The Lions looked like they had something working. They took the opening drive of the third quarter down the field and cashed in on a 68-yard drive with a 1-yard touchdown run by Jaden Dale on the quarterback sneak. The kick from Jeff T. Raymond made it 7-0. Moving into the fourth quarter, Boyden-Hull Rock Valley got a big play over the top. They were able to hit Leighton Snoocher on a 28-yard fly pattern over the left side of the field. He was able to dive on it in the end zone and make the grab. 2-point conversion failed, which kept the Lions on top at 7-6. Lions able to move the ball a little bit down the field, but ultimately having to punt the ball away, giving it back to the Nighthawks. Nighthawks take it down the field, setting up in a 4th down and 17, and Colby Denherter made an incredible catch, went over the top of Ryland Maxwell on the sidelines, made the grab, got the first down, then made a few guys miss, and able to get into the end zone. So a 4th and 17 turned into a 38-yard touchdown. The 2-point conversion failed once again, and then the Lions had their last-ditch effort to move down the field and could not complete the pass into the end zone, and the Nighthawks escape 12-7 here tonight in Rock Rapids. Tough game. Both these teams pretty equally matched for each other. These two played back and forth with each other. Nobody really showed that they were a dominating team. They were both into this one. The Lions led here tonight. Michelet Saddam led the way with 63 yards on the ground. Jaden Dale, 9 of 18 passing for 104 yards. Did have that 1-yard touchdown plunge. Caden Van Scapen, the man for Boyden-Hull Rock Valley, 27 rushes for 122 yards for Van Scapen. But the big thing were the big pass plays over the top, and he ended up 7 of 16 passing, 123 yards, and those 2 touchdowns. And as I said, the Nighthawks, it was just in their favor here tonight. They had time after time, they had big plays. Colby Denherter made 2 incredible catches. We had him in a 3rd down and long, and he went over top a defender, made a catch to keep a drive alive, and then made that big catch for the touchdown late in the ball game to give the Nighthawks the win here tonight. So the Nighthawks survive. They move on. They get the breaks to fall their way and move to 1-0 in Class 2A District 1. As we look ahead, we look to next week. The Lions will go on the road. They will be at Cherokee. Cherokee, a very tough opponent. They are 2-1 on the year. They are at Unity Christian here tonight. Do expect them to most likely move to 3-1, and Cherokee will be a tough task as well. They have a really good quarterback in Jackson Paulsrud. He'll be the next guy. He'll be just like this Van Scapen, maybe even a little tougher, and he'll be the task for the Lions to try and take down next week on the road in Cherokee. For the Nighthawks, they will go on the road as well. They will head over to Sheldon. Sheldon was at Western Christian tonight, and it will be a battle between Unity and Western Christian. Unity will travel to Hall for that battle in Class 2A District 1 next week. But for the Lions, they will have Cherokee and the Braves to set their sights on as they will try and regroup once again, still looking for that first win of the 2025 season. That'll do it for our coverage here tonight. Thank you so much to all of our fine sponsors for their assistance and helping make sure that our coverage is possible here of Lyon athletics and Lyon activities. For Matt Cook and my production man here tonight, we thank him so much for his work. I'm Joel Viss. Have a great weekend, everybody.